Because I try to get a lot of I try to get a lot of white women to.
You gotta put podcast at the end of it. And
you do. That's what it is.
Podcast.
That's it.
Right.
You have to put podcast
I mean,
at
it
the
works
end of it.
for us because we get.
Hey.
Can I see it? Can everybody see me?
See, look, see it's in spotlight, Solomon.
You have to put podcast.
Okay.
How do we?
Am I seen? Can everybody see me?
Yeah, they can see you smoking now.
All right. Okay. Good.
How do we fix it? How do we?
Am I seen?
Hold on.
Oh my God, it's so
You're
meta.
catching me like seconds late.
I'm tearing
This
up
could be
here.
3. Hold on.
I'm still crying.
See, it's not showing what we're supposed to. That's what they told me. So once again,
History of Democrats and Republicans.
I don't know how to like.
I don't know, view options.
Somebody's watching us.
Annotate full side by side mode.
They'll say I hate black people. Yeah, as do
Who
I.
said that?
Okay. Yeah. It's only going to show one person apparently.
I asked you that, and you were
But
like,
that's what they told me. They told me.
Are we actually going to play the Jeopardy or are we not?
That's what they told me.
This is so.
What's on your phone,
No,
Matt?
It's the
This
video.
is the thing with black folks. They don't get their thing together.
AJ, you have to come on video if you're playing.
Yeah, get
Wait,
the
what?
thing ready and I'll come on video.
Jesse, you don't look your hot self as you normally do.
I'm not in the mood to put it
Yeah. No makeup, no nothing. You look like a regular person.
Don't worry.
Yeah.
There
we are.
All right. We good?
Ray's
I'm
sitting
watching
in
TV in the background.
That's fine.
I'm watching TV in the background.
You know what?
Star Trek. I'm a
So
Trekkie.
potato is Tommy, pineapple.
I'm not a pineapple.
No, Charlotte's a that. Okay.
I thought it was the black dude that was on there.
No, you were the Raja guy, I thought.
Yeah, I'm the Raza. Yeah, I'm the Raza
Yeah,
guy.
you picked the Arab, right?
I don't have hair. That's why I wear hats. But I figured I'd be the Raza. Yeah, the guy with the beard. That's me.
Who are you?
All right. Yeah, that works for me.
I was like Jamal or something. I was one of the ethnic names on there.
Yeah. That's totally ethnic
Were you
and
Jordan?
conservative at the same time.
Sanjay.
Yeah.
Yeah, be Sanjay.
I was. Nah, go back over one more. Keep going. I was on the. Keep going.
Where do you get these faces from?
Go over one more. I was Jace.
I was Jace. Pick one.
That was Jace.
I don't know who that is.
Be Sarah. Someone be Sarah.
Whoever's listening right now, we're working.
Make me Talib.
Wait a minute. Can I be a trip? Can I be a female?
Not changing anymore.
All right.
You don't have
Okay, that's fine.
whatever. Okay, everyone, since we're gonna be in spotlight mode, you have to speak up so the camera can come in.
Okay.
Now I'm gonna randomly select someone, randomly by chance for this.
All right.
Yeah. I want to welcome everyone. We're ghetto, so we don't have the theme music.
Yeah.
You want the
Go cue the theme music, Solomon. Go.
Well, dang it, man. Give me a second. All right, hold on. Here we go.
Jessie doesn't look like herself.
Who's Mr. Potato Head?
She always, yeah.
Max. So just so everyone knows, Max is the potato. The pineapple is Charlotte. This Arab man is Solomon. The man with the turban is Tommy. And the woman is AJ.
I thought that was a Russian lady.
Cool. That is really cool.
God.
Oh shoot! See, they won't let both of us share at the same time.
Because everyone else is ghetto. So
Ah.
I'm just.
I've got the music playing, but it'll stop sharing yours. Yeah, this is the. Yeah, because if I turn my music on, then it'll take it off.
all right, I want to go ahead and say hello, good evening. Thank you for joining 50 Shades of Red.
Conservative Jeopardy.
Yes, Conservative Jeopardy. I'm your host, Naomi Minhas, and I don't want you to be offended by any of these questions. This is all in good fun. We have our pineapple Charlotte. We have our potato head Max. We have our ethnic looking guy right here, Solomon, a man with a turban, who is who is Tom, I don't know. Look, they're all here, okay?
I'm right. I'm your uncle, and you're gonna just diss me.
We randomly
like
selected the first person to pick off the board. It's gonna be Thomas. Now, how it's gonna work is if Thomas doesn't know the answer, whoever actually beeps in and the camera clicks to, is who will continue. All right, Tommy, go ahead.
I pick white people for 100.
Name one song from either Queen, Dirty, or Kiss.
What the hell I know? I don't know. So what do I do?
Wait, that ain't how it works. You gotta raise your hand. You gotta buzz in.
Okay, there. I buzzed in.
Okay. You know, white folks are gonna know this.
You can't wait.
It's the white people category. They're supposed to.
Right.
Wait,
But I thought it was something I could kind of, comprehend.
You can't talk. You can't talk if somebody's buzzing in. The camera's not gonna catch you. You gotta shut up. Okay, Charlotte, go.
Oh, Somebody to Love by Queen.
Sure, we'll take it. All right. What was that? 200.
Yes.
So there you go. And you have the board.
All right. I'll take Liberals for 200.
This vegetable has been accused of causing men to participate in the Women's March. What is it?
That could be anything.
It's how do I?
Vegetable.
I know the answer.
12 seconds. You have to give her time.
Okay.
Okay, we're buzzing Tommy in. Go.
What is asparagus?
That's your final answer?
Yeah.
It's soy.
Oh my God. I don't know that one.
I didn't make this question. Solomon did, but I'm.
Yes, you did. And you don't even know. No, don't blame Solomon for your shortcomings.
Okay. AJ has the board.
Food for 200.
What do you bring to a barbecue / cooking?
Potato salad. What is potato salad?
No raisins,
nope.
No plethora of
No
salad.
one thinks of that except vegetarians like me.
I'm gonna give it to you, AJ. You were close. You didn't put raisins in it, so whatever.
I'm that's not me. I'm the one the
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna give Max the board.
Oh boy.
All right. Yo, who's Arabian Jesus?
The thing I know best. Interracial dating for 200.
There you go, Dive in, Max.
Larger white women are constantly feeding with three types of
I know the answer.
What is a sugar daddy?
No.
Nope. No, I know the answer.
Wait, who wants to buzz in?
I do.
Oh, Tommy's buzzing in.
Yeah, skinny black dudes.
That's the correct answer.
That's the correct answer.
Oh my God.
I was gonna say Snow Bunny.
Yes, that's a fact in the black.
My man.
Good job, Max.
And I'm not skinny, so.
Okay, Tommy, you have the board.
All right, let's go with white people for 200.
All right, Max.
Name the only two
we don't know.
drivers black people have ever heard.
We had that before.
No, we haven't. We just started the show.
Name the only two NASCAR drivers black people have heard of.
Seconds.
I don't know.
Okay, who wants to buzz in?
I don't know.
Anyone buzzing in? Oh, AJ.
Where do you get the questions from?
What?
Danica Patrick's not black.
And Danica Patrick.
You are partially right. Correct answers were Jeff Gordon and Dale Earnhardt Jr. But we will go ahead and give it to you anyway. So for the woman on the board with the hijab,
because you're female. Yeah.
You're gonna get another 200. Okay, go ahead, AJ. You have the board.
Food for 300.
What are ingredients found in Thanksgiving mac and cheese?
What are anything except for mac and cheese?
Okay. I'm gonna give you the point.
That
was pretty good.
Cheddar, milk, and butter. Who cooks that?
It's just
Kraft mac. That's Kraft mac and cheese. Cheddar, milk, and butter.
Oh yeah.
Is it really?
I went to a birthday party and they had sausages mixed in.
Oh, here we go.
I was like, it was a white people party. But, go ahead, AJ. You have
food for 400.
This flavor of Kool-Aid was voted most popular for 37 years in a row.
I know.
Oh, I don't know whether to say
I know what it is.
The color or the flavor.
I know what it is.
You got to give the answer, sir.
What is red?
Correct.
It's cherry Kool-Aid.
Y'all, that was even the answer.
400. Okay, hold on. I have to up his thing.
I told you. I want to do slugging politician.
Okay. In an effort to keep the game diverse, I have to take your slot from you, AJ. Go ahead, Charlotte.
Go to celebs/politicians for 100.
Who is Brenda Snipes?
Oh, wasn't she that lady in the Florida thing that got that was voter fraud with the votes, and then she was
That's good enough for me. A thief, yeah. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Next up, Charlotte.
All right. Give me another celeb/politician for 200.
Name something Obama did for American/America.
I gotta be careful on this one.
Yeah.
No, I made up.
I mean, killed Osama. He ordered the killing of Osama.
Right. He did.
That's incorrect. Who else has an answer?
Wait a minute. What do you mean? Oh, for American.
That is not what we were looking for. Who else was the buzzer?
Max is buzzing in.
Go ahead, Tommy.
He allowed immigrants to come into this country.
Wrong answer. Next.
Hey, you need to deduct points.
All right. Who else is trying to bust Max? Go ahead. Max.
Nothing good in the long term.
That is the correct
answer. You conservative, you.
Max gets the point. Max, you have the board. Go.
White people for 300, please.
The hit song from the movie Dangerous Minds was performed by which LA rapper?
Oh, I know that. I know that.
Max, only white rapper. Come on.
He's not white.
Oh,
no, he's not. I know who he is.
Who's buzzing in? If Max
I am.
He's too young.
No, wrong. Go ahead, Tommy.
It is Coolio.
Correct answer.
Yes.
Correct.
Oh, yeah.
So what was that? 300? I have to give Tommy points.
Yeah.
You guys are like in the way of my thing. Okay, you're the one with it. Okay, go ahead, Tommy.
It's Arab Jesus. Go ahead.
All right, let's pick white people for 400.
Many white people attribute this to their position in society.
I even don't know this one.
Oh, yeah.
Tommy, you have 20
What? All right, many white people attribute this to their position in society. I have no idea.
Who wants to buzz in? Say it.
Max, go ahead, Max.
Privilege?
Correct.
Oh,
white privilege.
Ah.
Let me upgrade. Max, what was that, 400?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Max, you have the board.
Liberals for 300, please.
When speaking about the LGBT community, you are supposed to include what additional letters? LGBT blank, 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 blank.
What is the LGBTQ plus?
No.
No.
It changed.
Q.
No.
For quit.
You have to name. Go ahead, AJ. AJ. What? Who's buzzing in?
AJ, did you buzz in? Yeah, go ahead, AJ.
Okay.
Or you didn't buzz in.
Yeah. A, B, C, D, E, F, G.
It is Q.
No, that's not it. It's a string of them. It's not just one.
Are you sure?
I'm positive.
I want to buzz in. Let me buzz in.
Go ahead, Colin. Buzz in.
Yeah, this is finally what I didn't make. Let me see. So it's LGBT QIA.
Wrong answer. You're all wrong.
What is it?
Wait, what?
APD.
Well, the key was right.
QIAP.
You don't use the rest of it.
Okay.
What's a demisexual? Is a demisexual, is that with like
I don't know what that means.
Pansexual, demisexual.
Pansexual doesn't make any sense. At least, whenever
No, it doesn't make any sense at all.
I thought it meant you were attracted to a
Especially the
pan.
non-stick kind.
Yeah, I thought that was
It's like that's some animal sex or something.
I thought you were attracted to a pan when I first heard it.
I thought a pansexual was a flute. Isn't that what it's called? The little in the woods play, a pan flute or something like that. Anyway.
Tommy will give you the board. Go.
All right, let's go with food for 100.
What is a casserole?
Oh, we talked about
I know this one.
I don't know.
I know this one.
Someone has to. Yeah, I have no idea. I've never eaten a casserole.
Oh, it's something Naomi claims to make the black people.
So true.
That is not the correct answer.
What? To the judges.
An invention, yeah.
It's a literal question. You actually literally said what it is.
I have no idea.
No, you have no idea. No one.
That's right.
Oh, I'll try.
Go ahead, Charlotte.
Oh, it's like a big food with a combination of like other foods.
Correct.
Yay!
Cool.
Charlotte,
In other words, Jazzy's cooking.
Lasagna.
Would have been the right answer.
Hey Naomi, you should make me a taco casserole sometime.
I'm too poor to.
Oh no, you don't want that.
What? Charlotte, you have the board.
Give me celebs and politicians for 300.
Denzel Washington received an Academy Award for Best Actor in what movie?
I don't know.
I know.
You have 20 seconds.
I don't know.
I know.
You gotta buzz in. You gotta buzz in.
What was it called? Walls? No. Fences.
Nope.
No, that's not right. No.
Nope.
Go ahead, Tommy.
It's training day.
Of course, obviously. I don't know if that's the answer, but I'm going to just say yes.
That is the answer.
Of course it is.
Hey, I tried.
Now, as a part of that answer, you must give a perfect line from the movie.
Okay.
King Kong.
He said, he said, my nigga. That was one of the lines that he said.
Yeah, that was a famous one.
Yeah, actually, it's a line that he said in the movie.
He said it in Fences too.
Then he said that.
Yeah.
Okay, so Thomas, you have the board.
Okay, interracial dating for 300.
Y'all know this is going to go left. Older white men tend to marry this women who are not white.
I know the answer. It is Asian women.
Correct.
My man. That's why I love Tommy, man. I love Tommy because he knows the deal. He knows.
Now that we'll go further. Asian women for 400.
To keep
Wait, there's no Asian women category.
I mean, sorry, interracial dating for 400.
Category.
To keep it fair, I have to steal it
Yeah.
to AJ. Go ahead, AJ.
Cause y'all are some scared punks, black conservatives for 100.
Names that black people call a black conservative.
What are a coon?
Wait, I know this.
A crispity crunchity coon? A crispity crunchity crackety coon?
Correct.
Really? Any derogatory? Okay.
Any derogatory?
He was very detailed with that too.
Yeah. Anything not positive.
You have the board.
Black conservative for 200.
Names that white people call a black conservative.
I know something.
Uncle. Oh.
What is a white supremacist?
No.
No.
Over here.
Solomon.
Anything positive.
You fucking cheater.
Over here.
Get Max.
No.
Oh,
Okay.
wow.
Respectable answers would have been a hero. Whoa.
Brave.
Who wrote these answers?
So brave.
Brave. Yes, brave.
You're so brave for coming to DC.
Hey, am I pointing to the right person?
Wait, what was that? 200? Okay. Go ahead, Max. You have the board.
Wait, didn't I get that right? I don't get it.
Yeah.
Yes, you have it right.
No, you wrote half the questions. Max.
Okay, I'll take liberals for 400, please.
All right. The term given to a person who identifies as their birth gender.
What is cis?
The
Correct.
term?
Cisgendered was the correct answer.
All right, Matt.
How much
Didn't
is
I
that?
answer it?
The same.
Okay, go ahead, Max.
Okay. Liberals for 500, please.
Herman Cain coined this medical term for people who have not accepted the results of the 2016 election.
What is Trump derangement syndrome?
Correct. Damn, how'd you know that?
Wow.
I didn't know that.
You hear
I
it a lot.
didn't know it either. Wow.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, we're sticking.
Incredible.
Forward. Charlotte, you're up.
All right.
I should probably start filling out the other one right now, shouldn't I?
There's another one.
It's double Jeopardy, isn't it?
I'll just do
It's some double questions in here, yes.
Yeah, but the other one's not finished though. Should I finish it?
Not finished.
I'll do liberals for
Go
100.
ahead, Solomon.
Okay.
Wait, which one?
I'll do liberals for 100.
Liberals for 100.
Yeah.
Which images are used more often than any other to represent 20th century America in modern textbooks?
Wait, what?
Wow. No one knows that.
Why would you put this at 100?
Yeah. Nobody knows that answer.
I didn't copy and pasting it to Fox.
That'd be 1900. Okay, yeah.
That's the buzzing.
Oh, that's right.
Max.
What is the Holocaust?
No, you're close.
Oh, wow.
You're close.
Oh, Charlottesville?
No. AJ.
What are civil rights pictures? From the civil rights era?
From the civil rights era? No. The correct answer was this is a fact. It's the KKK. They don't represent anything positive.
Dang.
Okay.
I know that.
Yeah.
This was
All right. Yeah. I
Okay.
can see that.
I'll give Max the board. Well, Max, you already had it. I'll give Tommy the board.
Okay. Let me see. Interracial dating for 100.
What are issues that mixed kids struggle with?
That's identifying with the race of their parent. Hair fitting.
I mean, no.
Policy and cooking.
Cooking?
Anything lifestyle.
Why is cooking on there?
Yeah. Why is cooking on there? Of all issues.
They can't.
Hair fitting. What is hair fitting in public?
All right. For hair means like they don't ever know how to do their hair. Fitting in.
Oh, this is so gender biased.
It was identity. You kind of got it. So I'll give it to you. What was that? 100? Okay. Go ahead, Tommy. You're the board.
All right. Black conservatives for 300.
What president signed the Constitution, owned slaves, and had a pet, as well as children / grandchildren?
Oh, I know this one.
Oh, I know who that is.
Go ahead, Tommy.
It's Jefferson.
Yes. Do you want to try for the bonus double Jeopardy question? What was the woman's name?
I know it.
I have no idea.
I know it.
Susan. Her name was Susan.
No,
I don't know.
it was Sally Hemings.
Correct. Charlotte gets the 50 points. Well, you get 100. You get 100 because I can't do 50.
Okay.
And then Tommy gets 3. All right, Charlotte, you have the board. 1 sec. Yeah. So, go ahead, Charlotte.
Let's see. Give me white people for 500. I'm gonna see if I know this.
Who is the greatest basketball player of all?
Oh, I know who it is.
Stephon Curry, duh. Stephon Curry, duh.
No.
Of white?
AJ.
Who is Larry Bird?
Larry Bird, right.
Yeah.
How do you know he's the greatest white player? He's just recognized as one of the greatest.
Shorts.
Because all white people just think that. That's why. Go ahead, AJ.
Black conservatives for 500.
What black man said this statement in 1965? If you vote Democrat, you are a traitor to your race.
Oh, I know.
Shut up. AJ is 20 seconds.
Who is Malcolm X?
Correct.
He's got it. Yeah.
Do you want to go for the double Jeopardy?
Go, AJ.
What is the Republican Party?
Correct.
Yeah.
All correct answers.
Yeah, well, according to my school, apparently we switched. So.
Excellent.
Go ahead, Max. You got the board.
What do I have the board? Okay.
Because we're moving it around for the sake of entertainment.
Fair enough. Celebs, politicians for 400, please.
Eric Holder was called to testify before the Senate in reference to what political scandal?
I'm dead. What is Benghazi?
Solomon?
Hmm.
No, wrong answer. Who's buzzing in? Tommy.
Sex trade.
No, wrong answer.
Okay. Do we get deducted if we make the wrong answer?
Go ahead, AJ.
What
Don't
is
give the idea.
Hillary email scandal?
Fast and Furious.
The Fast and Furious?
What?
Solomon, explain this because I didn't write this.
Explain that one.
Yeah, Fast and Furious. Yeah, remember Fast and Furious was the one where I believe it was the border agent got killed because we were running guns into Mexico to try to get people caught up into it. So what they were doing was they were acting as arms dealers, and one of the guns that they actually got sold in an arms deal actually was used to kill either a federal agent or a border agent or somebody.
Oh.
So yeah, it was called Fast and Furious. Yeah,
I didn't know that. I didn't know that.
Okay.
That's cool.
Charlotte, you have the board.
I mean, not cool, but.
Gosh. Man. Give me food for 500, I guess.
Chitterlings or chitlins?
I know.
Give Charlotte a chance. She has choices.
That's crazy.
No idea.
It's made from the intestines of a pig.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
So Tommy.
It's disgusting, yes. But when you're poor, that's what you eat.
Okay, Tommy, you have the board.
All right, let me see here. Interracial dating for 500.
Is picking up chicken for dinner. White people are more likely to go to blank. Black people go to blank.
That's crazy.
Oh man, I don't even want to know the answer to this.
I don't even have a clue as to what that is.
Here's a hint. They are fast food or quick food establishments.
Oh.
White people are more likely to go to.
20 seconds max. Then you can
I don't know. I have no idea. They ate what I gave them.
For white people, what is KFC? And for black people, what is Popeyes?
Oh, shit.
Wow. No! Boston Market? Wow, he got that.
Boston Market for white people and KFC.
KFC! You were so... Why did you do that?
I've seen the Popeyes ads.
Boston Market.
Okay, wow, I didn't expect that.
He banged that one. Yeah.
Okay, we're going to give AJ the board and come back. Actually, Max, keep the board. Go ahead.
Okay. Black conservatives will help for 400, please.
Who is the most attractive first lady ever?
Oh, that's easy.
Who is... whatever. Who is Melania Trump?
Correct. Other acceptable answers would have been Jackie Kennedy, obviously. Okay, AJ, you have the board.
Celebs for 500.
Name the boxer who lost money for supporting President Trump. You have 20 seconds.
Who is Floyd Mayweather?
Correct.
I was gonna make a John Cena joke, but
I didn't know he lost. Yeah, I didn't know he lost money for that.
Yeah, it wasn't. You know how Jeopardy does those corny things where they put something that reference to the guy. So yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's the
so
money
true.
part.
So true.
We're gonna give the last answer to Thomas just because it's interracial dating and he's dating a.
Yeah. Okay. For whatever it is, 400.
White women are constantly accused of not doing this while cooking.
I don't even know.
Oh, that's easy. Fellatio.
What?
No, I don't know.
What? While cooking?
He got it.
Go ahead, Max.
I don't know.
What is cleaning?
No.
Max, what the heck was that answer?
I don't know. I'm trying to figure out the answer to this.
What is seasoning?
Correct.
Who get that? Seasoning.
AJ, let's just confirm it. Seasoning their food.
Some of us season very well.
Oh my God.
So here's the final tally. Charlotte has a sad 500 because of her white people questions. Matt has a 2,000. Solomon has 400 because he cheated on that one question. And Thomas has 2,000 with his lack of knowing black knowledge.
Oh my God.
AJ comes in with 3,100 for his intellectual answers. AJ, let's show us. We're going to show you what you won. Hold on. Let me get the prizes for you.
Oh, we got prizes?
We have fake prizes. Don't get excited.
Yeah, they're not actual prizes.
Well, my background is messy.
Naomi, if I buy you ingredients, will you make me a casserole?
Sure.
Thanks, ma'am.
All right. Here's your prizes. Let's see. Now, AJ, don't get too excited. Okay. Prize number 1 is a MAGA hat. A fake actor.
You know what? I don't have one.
Prize number
Now you can be called a fake actor by all major news. That is sweet.
Prize of the night, and we're gonna follow this up with a bonus track. Give me 1 second to get that ready.
That's crazy.
Man, if I wore that around college, I'd be stoned.
Yeah, easily.
Charlotte, I don't even.
Circa 19th century.
Don't get yourself killed.
Yeah.
They're gonna find you hanging.
Actual stoning. Yeah. Literal stoning.
Is a at Montega mixtape called "Epitome of a Rich Nigga," where Trump supporters and extremists lead thug life. And to go with that, we'll give you a sample of the mixtape.
What is it, rap?
I can't hear it.
That's Montega. He is Trump's #1 fan and an extremist. And
Is there a distinction between rich and nigga?
It's his mixtape cover. That's what you get.
Look, you can see they're on 2 different lines on that.
Could just be rich.
He made it, not me.
Okay.
Good job, AJ.
AJ, I can't wait for you to wear your MAGA hat and blast that around New York. Word up, word up. Black Trump supporters unite. So, guys, how did you like Jeopardy?
I'm fun.
It was fun.
Yeah, y'all keep talking for 5 minutes so I can finish up this blackish one.
Oh yeah.
I didn't know.
Only Jeopardy that he's finishing. I'm gonna participate and he's gonna host because I didn't write any of them because I had a life.
Hey Naomi,
you don't look yourself.
In the chat?
Yeah, so y'all need something to talk about for like 5 minutes.
Oh yeah, real quick.
Real
quick, I won't talk too long. I told Saul this already, but if you guys want to come on Midline Media Show, one of my professors might want to like come on and like debate us. She's pretty liberal, and I'd love for you guys to just come on, maybe back me up or just have a reasonable discussion if you guys want. I'd love. You guys have been so nice to us, letting us come on here, so I'd love to have you all on.
Tell them the disclaimers. Wait, she doesn't want us to be ghetto. Tell them the disclaimers.
The what?
The disclaimers you told me.
Oh yeah, disclaimer. Be polite. Don't swear. Unless she swears sometimes, but just be polite to her. She's very liberal, like very.
So if she slings mud, don't sling mud back.
Well, she knows who Max is. Like when I told her I own because she asked what I owned, I'm like, oh, I own Midline Media, and then she's like, oh, who's your partner, Max? She goes, oh, is he a feminist? And I said no, and then she's like, it was so weird.
What's her name?
I'm not saying that live on here.
Oh, you can't.
Don't
okay.
say her name on here. Don't do that.
Right.
No, she's gonna find me and be like, yeah,
right.
You.
Okay, I'm gonna read some of the comments off the YouTube that we never paid attention to.
Oh no.
So Cordell goes, every letter in every alphabet to covet all 43 million genders. I take offense. I identify as a smiley face, so that should be included in this acronym. And Muffin says, Cordell, hush, laugh my ass off. What is a free thinker? Wow, what is being an Oreo? Who is Steve Nash? Don't know where she got Steve Nash from. Maybe he's a NASCAR driver. Who knows? We're not white. Malcolm X, laugh my ass off. That's how it's supposed to be. KFC, yes. Kennedy, I knew it. Seasoning food. I should have played. Wow, that was interesting.
I didn't realize how little I knew about white people.
I didn't realize how much I knew about liberals.
Oh, my husband wants to play black only Jeopardy. I'll send you. Here's the link.
Aw.
Text it to you. Now, guys, be nice. You know he said some radical shit.
Yes, he does.
Make sure his damn mic is working. Oh,
What radical stuff does he say?
He's very radical. He's a radical dude.
Yeah, he's worse than you with fellatio for seasoning food.
Oh my god.
Well, that was just a response.
I know this one.
I mean,
I was just like, I know this.
It was a response. What was I supposed to? You know?
He knew it. He was like, I know it. I know it.
This one. Fellatio.
He was really amped up about it. And you know, I was watching an old podcast and somebody goes, "Oh," and I was like, "Oh, I'm not gonna go off a ledge here." And somebody was like, "Yeah, because Naomi never goes left." And then I was thinking, look at Thomas. No wonder why I'm always going off on some smart shit. Like, this is where
I got my boyfriend on here to meet y'all.
Growing up, it was just torture for me. This man always making me watch Making the Band, war movies, telling me about white people.
Is that what made you go so right
saying I
instead
should
of
name my
left?
kids after Alexander the Great and Zeus and Greek gods. That's probably why I went so right.
Is that why?
Yeah, your influence too.
Wait,
my influence?
Did everyone have like a red pill?
I'm independent. I'm not even right, left. I'm right down the center aisle.
And my boyfriend's independent.
Right.
He's in denial.
Well, not right per se, but you know
You're
what I mean.
center right. You're center right.
Independent people are the best.
I lean towards right, but it doesn't mean that I am right.
You're never right.
No,
I never. You know what? I think I did. I think I did have.
You guys hear about the Minecraft guy today? The Notch, the founder of Minecraft, the billionaire that was like, people need to leave the left. The computer nerd that was like, people need to learn the left. The left is evil, and that the moderate left is the new center right.
Really?
Yeah, pretty much. The guy that created Minecraft, you know, bajillionaire.
Is he Indian?
No, I think he's like, you know, old nerdy white guy, you know, just regular dude, right?
That's a shot.
And he made a post or a string of tweets today, pretty much saying, you know, just talking about how the far left is just out in La La Land, wants to blow up the world. They're just, you know,
but that's the far left. It's not the actual left, I guess.
Right. But I mean, the reason I brought it up for discussion is because it came out today. The guy, or relatively well-known guy, if you're a nerd, I guess, or a gamer or something like that, and how people kind of responded to him, like asking
wants to jump in.
About the shift of the political spectrum, and I kind of agree with it that, you know, the far left is almost like if there's a dividing line in the middle, the far left has pulled the dividing line a little bit to the left, so that now people that would, in a balanced world, this set of people, maybe some moderate liberals that would be considered to be left of center, are actually like center right, you know, and it's, I agree. They're going so far off the deep end that they're starting to ostracize certain people that would want to agree with them. Like a lot of Bernie voters that now are like pro-Trump. You know, a lot of guys and gals that voted for Bernie that are now like pro-Trump. I thought it was an interesting deal.
Solomon makes 2 intellectual Jeopardy questions. I've noticed that when I was editing them. I was like, nobody's gonna get this. We're not this smart. No one's gonna understand.
Wait, did everyone here have like a red pill moment? Like, I basically kind of went through a liberal phase in middle school, but then I kind of grew out of it because I realized everything was crazy. But I didn't really go through like a big phase or anything.
I think mine kind of like came about when that whole Black Lives Matter, Blue Lives Matter thing happened, and I was still living in Philly, kind of like the good part of the border of the hood and the nice part. And I told my husband, like, I want to put an All Lives Matter sign up. And he was like, they'll like throw bricks and shit through the window. Let's not do that. So,
well, you know, Obama spoke on that, and he said he understood why it was Black Lives Matter, because Black Lives, the way he described it, they felt as though they were justified in trying to identify that Black lives do matter in certain circumstances, but he kind of covered over top of that with a statement saying that, of course, all lives matter, but he understood why the Black Lives Matter generated as heavy as it did. And the thing is that when I reviewed, not to get far off the topic, it's just that when I reviewed it, I saw the circumstances, and I was like, why would this person do this? Why would this person generate this if this is an inequality, why would you lean towards the inequality part of it? Why would you just go ahead and just be subjective to that if it's not fair, and then march around and say, well, we're not treated fair. Where collectively you need to kind of bond like they did in the '60s, had the same kind of energy for current day issues and circumstances. So, you know,
Ray,
that's how I felt about it.
you have to put your camera on.
What's up, new people?
Letters and words.
And then where'd Cordell go? I'm bad at this. Oh.
I'm almost done. I need about 5 more minutes.
Okay.
For me, it was like a lot of pedophilia stuff that I saw that would just kind of blew my mind, as far as saying things like age is a social construct.
Oh, the guy lost the case on that.
There's nothing empirically solvent about time. That time is completely relative. I'm like, okay, thanks, Einstein. And because of that, you can now go around and fuck on little boys and shit. And I'm just, excuse my language, but some of that stuff just like, I'm a nerd. Like, if you know me, I'm a really big nerd. And when you start to separate yourself away from like the basic concepts that you learn in school that I'm not things that are like conspiracies, but like 1 + 1 is 2, that 1 hour after now, it'll be 1 hour in the future. Like concepts like this, boys have this anatomy, women have this anatomy. To me, that was kind of my moment, that it was just like, okay, like, if you're going to make statements like this and say that they are true, then you can literally say anything is true if it fits your narrative. So that was my red pill moment.
Red pill moments. I don't know. I guess I gotta be around Black Lives Matter as well. Growing up in the inner city area, my life was filled with people who just didn't give a shit. I know it seemed like the whole story was gonna go down I was distraught and everything. No, actually, my family was pretty well off. We lived in the hood, but we were pretty well off. We're talking about like the Disney World, well off kind of thing, and I was fortunate to have that in my life, but I saw a lot of people who didn't have stuff like that in their life. But at the same time, those other people had a different way that they were living their lives. They were just, they glorified getting money, as you call it. That was the entirety of it. It was all about getting money and flaunting the fact that you have money, even though you're on government assistance. The money that you have, you're like, okay, I have this money now. I'm gonna go buy $200 jeans with it. Why are you gonna have $200 jeans with it? And then, to go around saying that we're victims. After I live this life where I see Black people just acting completely, terrible. Not on the whole, but on the average, but not on the whole. I would see Black people acting this way, and I was like, really? What are we complaining? What are we saying? We're saying that police are being harsh to us. I really don't think that's a thing. I really understand that there are tense situations with the police, and sometimes they go south, and I don't think that they're racially motivated. I definitely think that they are a result of poor police training. But to just go there and take that victim stance and say, oh, it's because the police are putting us down, and that's how come our neighborhoods are so bad and everything like that. I was like, I don't believe that. I don't buy that. I think it's bullshit. So that's what made me kind of not right wing. Just that taught me more center right.
Yeah, I mean, like, what my parents always told me is that there's always like bad people in every profession, and like,
true.
Yeah, so like that's, so I've always like taken that. Like, I just think because I think the media honestly causes so many of the problems we have. Like, when you show, because if you look at our media, they just show the extremists, and it tries to make people think we're more divided than what we really are. Like, and when you if you stay off the internet and actually talk to people, like, not everyone's out to get you. Like, most people are pretty reasonable and pretty moderate.
I heard recently that apparently that the fringes of the political spectrum, i.e. the far right and the far left, only constitute about 5% of the political ideological spectrum, meaning that the political ideological spectrum must be normally distributed, meaning that that's not normally distributed because normally distributed would constitute like 2.5. It would be 5% of the tail ends, but whatever. It's a small minority class that they are 5%, 5% extreme left, 5% extreme right, and then the rest are just like kind of moderate,
Mm-hmm.
So
but why that is because they generate conflict.
Yeah.
Conflict generates income.
No, I definitely get that.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
I think the primary reason why that we're in the landscape that we're is that those fringes have always been there. There have always been a far left and a far right, but the far left and the far right, now or specifically the far left, has a lot more power, influence, and money than they ever had. So they've been able to affect their beliefs.
Not only influenced by money, it's institutional influence. It's institutional influence. The influence from the three tiers: the media, Hollywood, and academia. And once you control those institutions, you can pretty much dictate the narrative. You can dictate history, not just the narrative, but history. The institutions, they're the one that drum up all this stuff. Oh, women make 78 cents on the dollar.
Oh, we talked about that in class today.
Black people are being systematically oppressed. That all is just constituted in the media, inside academia. Then it's projected out to the media.
Right.
They're the ones who speak it. They're the ones who preach the information that the academia is creating. And then you have the face. The face is Hollywood, the celebrities. They're the ones who make that ideology pretty. They're like, hey, this is the ideology that's supposedly on the right side of history. We're the good guys. All these people that you love, Jennifer Lawrence and Chris Pratt, and they all support this. They all are down with the cause. So if you're down with the cause, that means you're cool like them. That's how come they had all those political ads. Save the day. Vote. And did you guys see the other one that they did recently for the last election? Have you guys seen the Save the Day vote videos?
Mm-mm.
Oh my goodness, they are absolutely abysmal. The one for 2016 was like, starred Keegan-Michael Key, I believe. Yeah, Keegan-Michael Key. And then they had guys like Scarlett Johansson, basically the cast of the Avengers. They had like Scarlett Johansson, Mark Ruffalo, Robert Downey Jr., all of them. And they're like, save the day, vote. It's so important. And the thing about voting and voting campaigns, it's usually the left. The left is always the one who always is like, go out there and vote, because they're afraid that, they won't get the numbers up, and they are always the ones pushing it, but they're always trying to make it look like they're very neutral. Go out there and vote. It doesn't matter who you vote for. Go out there and vote. But do we really
I used to love Taylor's
happens to the guy who says fire all the time? We're so fucking funny.
Here's the thing, what I've noticed, I don't know what's gonna happen in 2020. I really hope I hope we get another 4 years of Trump personally, but I was a huge Taylor Swift fan. I still am. I'm pretty sure. I went to her concert when I loved that she stayed out of politics, and then when the whole Marsha Blackburn thing happened, I feel bad for Max. I texted him like, Max, Taylor Swift got involved in politics. I'm so mad.
Do you think that celebrities should get more involved in politics rather than abstain from politics?
I don't agree.
Because they have more influence.
My thing is that if you're a celebrity... Oh, sorry. Go on.
No, you go.
If you're a celebrity, it's your job to entertain. I don't agree with people saying, celebrities shouldn't get involved because, you're a person, too. You should have the right to state your opinion. However, what I have a problem is if they say, if you don't vote like I do, then you're a bad person. Or, when Eminem was rapping how, Trump supporters can go F themselves or something. My thing is, yeah, you can say your opinions. I don't really care. But, if people don't take you seriously, then don't get upset.
But do you think they abstain from it to protect their careers? Protect their successes.
I think whether they speak or not, that's their choice. That's their choice. And as one of the cornerstones of being a conservative is respecting individual liberty. And even if it doesn't agree with you, but I agree with Charlotte 100% that when somebody starts to dehumanize or denigrate somebody just because they don't vote the way they do, that's foolish. I don't have any time for that.
Do you think Do you think it's more pressure on celebrities than it is on the average Joe like you, me, and everyone else?
You'll be fine no matter what. You're still gonna be rich.
You're still gonna be rich, and you're still gonna be rich and good looking. So I don't really, there's an opportunity cost of being a celebrity, but they know the cost when they get into it. So I don't see that.
But they have to have a certain political leaning.
No. The cost of celebrity, like, you know, when you go to a restaurant, people are going to point you out, or whenever you go out, people are going to ask you for, you know, autographs or to take pictures with them. So like those kind of social pressures that come from celebrity, if you take a job like that, you accept it in the same way that if you're, you know, a girl that's working at Hooters, you accept the opportunity cost of having guys oogle you, or maybe make some comments that are a little bit lewd. You know what you're doing when you know what you were doing, you know what you were getting yourself.
You know what you bought into. Absolutely.
You know what you signed up for.
Exactly.
Yeah.
All right, we're waiting for Ray to come in. Solomon is finishing the last question, and we're going to start Black Jeopardy.
Cordell did have a good point though about how the left dominates the market, the kind of
who controls the past controls the future.
Yeah, history is written by the winners.
Yeah, exactly. I think
by the victors. Not only is history written by the victor, it's more that the climate of I think it's called like the window of acceptable. Ben Shapiro once talked about it. I actually talked about it for a while on the show. The window of acceptable dialogue.
You're good. I just want to make sure I got all of them filled out. That's all.
Yeah, I hope.
Yeah, so it's
go ahead.
Like a window of acceptable dialogue to happen. So it's the dialogue that's allowed to happen, the conversations that are allowed to happen, and now they're dominating. Conversations are allowed to happen. You're not allowed to have conversations on race unless it is a narrative that's being pushed. White people are, the ones oppressing everybody. And if you are a person of color, you are automatically oppressed, and you must push back and #resist against the white.
What if you're mixed? Like, what if you're mixed? What do you do then?
Then you hate
That's
the
true.
Double fuck, Charlotte.
But it's what we discussed. It's what we discussed in previous shows.
Oh yeah.
It's how we're defined in this country. We're defined as if you're mixed and you have a percentage of black, you're black, and so forth and so on. So,
I mean, Obama's wife. Obama's mother is white. So she's not even half black. She's white. 100% white. But when you look at Obama, what do you look at? I am black man.
Well, Elizabeth Warren, she's part Indian.
White, but I'm looking at a black guy, not a half black guy. So it's like I guess it's kind of like a majority rule for you. Whatever you look like, majority, right? So Naomi's a.
One of y'all need to turn off Star Trek or something.
Yeah.
Not coming from me.
I was looking straight at
that's Thomas. I bet you that's Thomas got Star Trek on the
I have it on TV. I'm sorry, guys. I need to turn it off. Yeah, I'm surprised you guys can hear that. Yeah, I'm not even looking at the television. Yeah.
As Max was saying though, when the Elizabeth Warren
I'm
thing,
a Trekkie.
that was hilarious. I might be 1/1000th Native American.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I guess you're close enough to claim, right?
No, the best tweet I saw was like, "We owe Elizabeth Warren 1/1000th of an apology." That was the funniest thing I saw.
Hold on.
Can you imagine the reparations people would have discussed? We need to be reparated as people of color for so many years of oppression, 400 or 500 years of oppression.
Yeah, that's never happening.
Yeah,
no.
We all know that's just post episode. 500 new record labels will start.
That's about as likely as whatever's going on in that Star Trek episode is playing on the side.
Can I get your?
That's so sad. That's so fucking sad. That's our stereotype. How come we can't have? How come we can't have stereotypes like the Jews and the Asians? The Jews and the Asians.
Absolutely.
Can I get your thoughts on something really fast before we start?
Yeah, go ahead. I'm just logging in.
This is just like we were talking about this earlier. Do you guys think that like interracial couples still get like heat or stuff for picking to date?
I don't know.
Because some people
say
that
Ray.
they do.
What's up?
Say they don't. I'm just wondering.
Interracial couples can go fuck themselves. That's what I think.
Oh.
You racist piece of shit. That's what I think.
Wow.
Tell us how you really feel, Cordell.
No, I'm just saying.
Yeah, you ready?
And I don't mean to act like a leftist, but come on, man. Like,
yeah, I'm about to say I'm logging in right now. You ready to start?
Yeah, hold on. I gotta start the game. So.
No, wait. I gotta start the game. Hold on.
Your handsome husband has his headphones on, so
yeah, I do.
Okay, we're ready to do it.
I gotta log in, right? I've already logged in. All I gotta do is hit start and share, right?
Yeah, but is it gonna look ghetto?
Well, we're gonna find out. If it does, then you can.
There you go,
All right,
Max.
here we go.
Oh,
wait,
How many of us are playing?
Here we go. Yeah, let's see if it looks ghetto. Here we go.
We got 7 people.
All right, it's gonna be awesome. Here we go.
Do we have 9?
Yeah, we got a lot.
Valerie doesn't have video.
Okay.
Solomon can't
All
play.
right.
Valerie bullshitting over there in the corner.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, let me share real quick. Here we go.
Come on, Valerie, where you
All
at?
right. Does it look ghetto or are we good?
No, it looks good. It looks good.
All right, thank you, AT&T, for your terrible Wi-Fi and internet.
Okay, so guys, here are the rules. We're gonna all pick a person or an item or fruit. Oh, here we go with this shit again.
How many people is it?
Seven.
Wait, how many is it?
7.
Solomon, try pressing F11 on your keyboard. See if that.
Valerie has a mask on and all.
You said F11? Wait a
7.
minute. Upgrade the Pro to play with more than 5 teams.
Yeah, I see that as well.
Oh. Yeah, we can only get 5. Uh-oh.
All right, we should join teams.
Let's do
All right, well, yeah, how about the 2 white people go together on a team? That should. Wait, time out.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Let's put them all in a group and then ship them.
Yeah, then the married couple,
Yeah.
that makes 5, right?
That's my plan for
All
life.
right, let's
America.
choose a
We
team.
married him.
Yeah, so that makes 5, right?
Fine. Okay.
So AJ, the 2 white people, the married couple, Cordell, and Uncle. Yeah, that's 5. We're good.
Fine, whatever.
Nah, we're not up
What do
there.
you want to be?
All right. So who are we being here?
Here you go with captains.
I'm Sarah.
Anybody on this page?
I'm
Yeah.
like the third to last page.
Anybody on this page?
Ooh, celery. Babe, you want to be celery?
Potato.
I want to be the watermelon.
Max, no, we're not being a potato.
Why not?
No,
Be the,
let's be the crab.
be the crab. That's what I thought.
We're the crab. Me and Ray are the crab.
Okay, so y'all
Maybe
gonna
the baby elephant.
We're gonna
All
be
right.
My team, okay?
1 down, 4 to go.
Who's the crab? Wait, who's the crab?
Me and Ray are-
Naomi and Ray.
When you said crab, I immediately thought of something else.
Yeah, I know what you're
Oh, okay.
Max, do you want to be a puffin?
Wolf.
gotta give them the whitest thing on here.
And
The white people
Yeah.
should be named.
Hold on.
Oh, the white
hey,
people.
are you
should
gonna
be-
be
That,
are you gonna be
that guy in the
Oh,
corner.
Hannah. What about Hannah? Max, you want to be Hannah?
Set
Oh,
the
y'all
white
like
guys in
Julian.
babies.
Julian looks like a
y'all know
social justice.
Julian. I'm making it the executive. Y'all taking too long. Where's Black Jesus at?
Julian looks like a social
I'm
justice.
There we
Sarah.
go, Black
That's
Jesus.
me. That's me right there.
All right, who are you?
I'm Sarah in the bottom middle.
He's
Oh, you
Sarah.
Cordell, you're Darnell.
All right.
All right.
Who am I with?
AJ, who are you?
No,
Sarah.
Cordell's the guy with
I'm
the
Emma.
man bun.
Just make me Emma. Or
Emma. Oh man, so we
Sarah,
could,
right there, right there.
Sarah, the girl with the hijab. That's AJ. Her.
that's AJ.
Mhm.
All right.
Wait, Max, what are we?
No idea.
Wait, who am I with? I'm with you,
Oh,
Saul?
you're the
Yeah,
white
who am
guy.
I with? I don't know
I'm
who I'm
a-
with.
Wait, we're Julian? Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you're the
I'm a
white
host.
guy.
Who?
I was talking.
Uncle who? Tommy?
Yeah, who am I
Oh,
with?
I didn't know you go by
Don't
Uncle.
listen to anybody. Only me and Ray are a couple, and Max and Charlotte, the 2 white people, are a couple.
Hey.
Okay.
I have a boyfriend, but cool.
Move the screen over to the left, Solomon.
I'll
Yeah,
be
I gotta stop
with
this dang
the
music.
guy with the beard, I guess. I don't know.
Oh, the campfire song.
There we go. Yeah, let's just go on for all day. All right, here we go.
All right,
Yeah.
guys, you gotta remember, if somebody has the board, you can't talk, or the camera will switch to them.
All right, here we go.
Solomon, the
Who
budget.
goes first?
Yeah, I'm about to say, yeah, everybody mute their
Wait,
screen so we can hear everybody.
Oh my God.
We
All right, all right. So hold on. Let me get my Alex Trebek on now. Here we go.
Wait, I can't see Black History. Oh, I
He's going to do his Alex Trebek. Let him do it.
You can't see Black History? All right, what
I
about
can
now?
see it. That was my bad. Go ahead.
All right, here
Black
we go.
His- Jeopardy.
Who call in?
Everyone, I'll be your
God.
host.
It can't be Black Jeopardy. It has to be Blackish Jeopardy.
Alcoholic.
My mute button.
Tom, they can't
All right.
see Solomon.
All right, here we go. Here we go. All right, everybody,
All right.
welcome to Blackish Jeopardy. All right, tonight's category
Sponsored
is,
by Hennessy.
all right, look,
Yeah.
I'm gonna explain to you.
And
Movie
Magic
quotes.
Flight.
It'll be a movie quote. You have to name the movie. All right. The other category is going to be sports figures, music, food, cookout rules, and black. All right. In the pregame coin flip, Cordell, you won the toss, so you know to start us off tonight.
Sure.
Cookout rules.
Let's start with sports figures for 200, Alex.
LeBron James is from this city outside of Cleveland.
What is Akron?
Wow.
Woo.
That
is
should be correct. Yeah.
And that was for how many? 200?
200.
200. Yeah.
Yeah, I can't see anybody raising their hand because when I had to move the screen. But anyway.
So yeah, how do you signal in?
Yeah, because I can't see anybody because then I cut off.
You got to keep rotating it around.
All right. It's your
All right,
choice still.
All right.
Okay, now we're good.
How about let's stay with sports figures for 300.
This athlete holds the all-time record for home runs, no asterisk.
Who is Barry Bonds?
You gotta raise your hands. You gotta raise your hand for it.
We're beeping in. Me and Ray are
Go ahead.
Well, I'm raising my hand.
AJ, go ahead. Hold on, AJ, go ahead. Hold on, I
Who
can't
is Hank Aaron?
Nope.
That is
Beep,
correct.
beep, beep. What?
Not
That is
true.
correct. That is correct. It says no asterisks.
So it's Barry.
That means no scratches on a record.
Correct. Who got the AJ? So that is a job, lady. All right. All right, AJ, you have the board.
Aren't you also supposed to deduct?
Movie quotes for 200.
You got the juice now.
Oh, beep.
Naomi.
No, she doesn't know.
Go, babe, go.
You don't know.
Oh my
You
goodness.
just messed me up.
Who said it? No, I got it. Shut up. Stop talking. I can't.
Who is Tupac?
Nope.
Wait, what? You got to name the
Well,
movie.
Oh, I know.
Oh,
yeah.
Juice. What
I
is
know
Juice? What is Juice?
Oh,
It's literally in the quote, man.
I'm gonna give that.
Juice?
What's that for 200, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah,
I'm
what is
gonna pick
Juice?
babe. I want to pick. Let me pick.
Oh.
All
Okay,
right.
I will take food for 100.
What are acceptable meats that are used to flavor collard greens?
Ham hock.
What is?
You gotta buzz in.
beef? Ham
Yeah.
hock. I picked the category.
Okay, go ahead.
Ham hock.
All right, that is correct. Also, somebody else can buzz in for another acceptable meat.
What is beef?
Cordell.
No, what is pork?
No,
Same thing.
What is beef?
no.
You don't put beef in collard greens.
Oh, beef.
You
beef,
don't.
It's ham and
beef.
What is turkey?
We already got it.
It's ham shanks.
No, the piece in the turkey that you take out when you clean it out. That's what I put in mine.
Yeah,
Turkey.
it's
Gizzard.
It's
turkey
the
neck.
neck. Yeah, that's what I put in mine is the neck.
Got you. All right.
No one
so
eats
there
it
you go.
though.
Babe,
That
go
was
ahead,
food
babe.
for 100.
Nobody eats
Babe,
that.
pick off the board. Still got it.
What is movie quotes for 100?
That's
Thank you.
not how Jeopardy works. What is
The royal penis is clean.
Oh
What is
yeah.
coming to America? We already got it. It's our question.
God.
It's our question. It's
Yeah,
our
we
question.
got the first.
What
Is
what
that
coming to
cheating?
America? No.
No, but Naomi, you
No.
both ordered me on my question.
What is movie quotes for
You
300?
took too long.
No, I didn't take any time at all. You
Before we go forward, wait, time out. Let's to make it fair. Let's at least do a buzzer for each question because just in case somebody might control.
No, if it's my question.
No,
It's
Rose.
my
No,
question.
Oh, wait.
Time out.
No, you gotta fuck up. The way Jeopardy
In
works
Jeopardy,
is
when you win,
once
you get to pick.
the
Question.
person got it right to exit, but it's a toss up.
But we
Yeah,
can't.
that's
Okay.
always a toss up. All right.
All right.
So you said movie quotes for 300.
Yes.
All right. Take me to jail. Throw away the key.
Oh, training day.
That's not what he said.
Bob.
That's not true.
What up,
Cordell.
Buzz? Am I?
Cordell,
That's
yeah.
so wrong.
Me?
God, you're
Yes,
so
Cordell.
urban.
Cordell.
You're so suburban.
While don't get menaced in the hood on South Central while drinking.
Oh, I know what it
No,
is.
no.
It is.
Correct. He is correct.
No, he wrong. He said that wrong. He said it wrong.
Babe, let him have it. Let him have it. It's okay. We'll win another one.
Who are you? Oh,
Sports figures for 400.
sports figures for wait, 400?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. This center of the LA Lakers was famous for his sky hook with the Showtime Lakers.
I know.
What is Michael? What is Magic Johnson?
Nope.
Wrong.
Nope. I know what it is.
AJ.
Who
AJ.
is Kareem Abdul-Jabbar?
Oh,
Cordell was raising. It was
That
Cordell.
is correct.
That's lightweight.
Huh?
man.
Nah, it's
I
whoever buzzes in first. That
I
You
buzzed
said LA
in,
Lakers,
but no
right?
one.
You said
Okay,
LA Laker,
that's
right?
cool.
Yes.
Hold on. You said LA Laker, right?
Showtime Lakers.
Yeah.
Yes.
Hold on,
Yeah,
Kareem.
Let's
Kareem
get this
Scott.
correct. No, let's get this.
he didn't do
100%
it at
correct.
LA. He did it at
Yes.
Milwaukee.
Exactly. And listen, Magic Johnson has the all-time greatest hook. He had a commercial after
Right.
where he threw the quarter
Right.
over. He hooked the quarter
Right.
into the machine. So I'm correct.
Absolutely.
Absolutely
Jabbar.
No, he was not
When he
in
was
LA
Blue
when
Out
he did it.
Cinder, he did it in Milwaukee.
Magic Johnson is the only one that did it in LA.
Thank you. That is so true.
Wait. You trying to tell me Kareem was not known for the skyhook over Magic Johnson?
He didn't do it in LA.
I just said, I said that he was known.
He did it in
You said
Milwaukee.
LA Lakers.
I said with. I said with the LA Lakers. That means he played with the Lakers.
Did you put the word LA in
No,
there?
come on.
I said
You should have said NBA.
The focus is the sky hook. That's
Yeah,
the
the
focus.
skyhook is Magic
Right.
Johnson.
The intent of the question was great. So thank you very much.
Whatever. Go ahead. I'm not gonna worry about it.
Cheating.
Hype about it.
Go ahead, AJ.
Music for 200, please, Alex.
All right. Which R&B group was featured on the notorious big hit "The Sky Is the Limit"?
Beep.
Oh, I know. It's the
Sorry, hold on, stop. Rock, Ray, go ahead.
What is 112?
That's correct.
Nope.
I'm
It
correct.
is?
Yes.
Yes, that's correct.
Wow.
How come the Ray just got to Bogart my question, and then when it's his question, he was like,
I said beep 5 times.
You got to beep. Yeah.
So they got something going on over there
It's my
that
question.
they're
That's what we said. When it was
they're maneuvering the answers to win.
You only can pick the category. You
We're
have
just
to.
moving the rules around, moving the
Yeah,
balance of the court around.
I know.
Just to fit, Naomi
Yeah,
and Ray.
this is definitely Blackest Jeopardy.
It's a Ray Jassy thing
That's a
going on
Hennessy.
over there.
Wait, time out. Did y'all notice when we did conservative Jeopardy, it was all cool, but as soon as we got the Blackest Jeopardy, the whole vibe switched.
Because it's Negroid.
Why he just noticed that?
Right.
Conservative
And have no white responses.
Wait, time out.
You don't even have any white responses at all.
Wait, conservative Jeopardy was like, oh man, that's a great answer. And then
X doesn't know any of the answers.
Right. They're like, what are they talking about?
Hey, Ray, go ahead.
All right, can I get movie quotes for 400?
All right. Double or nothing.
Oh my God.
I'm gonna go to Charlotte just because she has.
I know this one. Beep. Love and basketball. Love and basketball.
No,
That is
no,
correct.
no, it's not.
That's
No,
not.
it's not.
That's
No,
not
it's
correct.
Yeah,
No,
it
it's
is.
not.
Have you seen Love and Basketball?
What is paid in full? What is paid in full?
That's not it either.
100%.
What?
That's
Yes,
not
it
it.
is. Double or nothing.
No, it's not.
Which
What is paid in full?
No, it's not.
Oh my God.
That's not paid in full.
Yes, it is.
Wait.
Mitch,
In
Eddie
this,
Mitchell
wait,
did
time out,
it.
time out,
Resolve the argument. Let's see it.
Character. Which character made that?
We're talking
Made
about
that
love
line?
Money
and
Mitch.
Yeah, there you are.
Basketball.
Good work.
It's a line that happens at the end of the movie.
Yeah, Charlotte, go ahead.
Max, what do you want?
You think I know any of this stuff?
Go with cookout rules.
We're talking about black. This black.
Go with cookout rules.
Go to cookout rules for 200.
Yeah.
What do you put in potato salad?
Potatoes.
Potatoes and mayonnaise.
Salad?
Oh
no.
That's sad,
Was
man.
that what is potato?
Look at the answer. Look at the answer.
Wait, what is pepper? I don't know.
No extra shit.
Yo, this is Charlotte.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Charlotte, pick a number.
That was funny.
Go to
Same thing.
cookout rules for 100.
Do it. Cookout rules.
When do you make a to-go plate at a cookout?
I did.
Cordell.
As soon as someone else get nothing else.
No, beep. No, come on. No.
I couldn't hear him. I can't hear you. Can you repeat that?
As soon as possible, so I ain't nobody else get nothing.
Correct.
That is correct. As soon as
He's right though. Keep with the topic, please. That's funny.
How about we go back to my subject, sports figures, 500. Man.
All right, this former Gator holds the NFL all-time rushing record.
Oh,
Rushing.
Cordell,
who is Emmett
Wow.
Smith?
Running back.
For a minute.
correct.
All right, let's round it out with 100.
This sprinter ran track at Ohio State before running in front of
Oh,
Maximus.
I know.
Maximus.
Next.
Me?
Jones.
Who?
I know the answer.
Correct.
What was it?
Jesse Owens.
It's Jesse Owens.
Jesse Owens.
What was the number? What was the speed he ran?
Fastest.
Very fast.
He read a 9.4.
Tommy, you on point,
100
man.
yard dash.
You on point, Tommy.
Yes, sir.
And he
All
held
right.
the record for how long? He said, "No, I'm messing with you."
I'm not sure
Go ahead, Max. Go ahead.
because it was in a it's near the end of the
Decades,
third.
you know.
Yeah,
Decades.
yeah.
He had the
It
record.
was before the World War.
Max.
Movie quotes for 500.
Wait,
I
what?
didn't get that.
Huh?
Why not?
Movie quotes for 500. All right.
Yes, please.
When did you fall in love with hip hop?
Beep, 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 beep.
Naomi. Naomi.
Brown sugar.
That is correct.
Oh man, never mind. I was way off.
So you actually watch urban
Were you going
movies?
to say?
Yes.
Wow.
Yes, we do.
I got it
Yes,
up
we
my
do.
game.
I was about to say Save the Last Dance.
No.
I'm gonna go
I actually
for
don't know either.
cookout rules for 500.
Oh,
Huh.
okay.
The most popular brand of gin.
Oh,
Ray.
Tangeray. What is Tangeray?
yes,
What is
yes.
wrong? Wait,
That's
no.
all I drink.
What?
Indisputable.
No, wrong.
Tangeray.
No, you crazy.
Yo,
Cordell.
No,
Yo, you
it's
crazy.
gin. Tangeray is the best gin. Period.
Beep, 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 beep.
Cordell.
You lie.
Cordell.
You-
What's a family thing? Tangeray is the best gin.
They named
Let
their
me
kids
answer.
Tangeray.
Huh?
Any answer?
I can't hear what Cordell is saying. Cordell, what he said?
What is Seagram?
That is correct.
That's the
Oh
blackest
man,
shit
come
ever.
on. They named their kids Tangeray.
It is.
Oh yeah, that's ghetto gin. You don't drink that.
Listen.
You didn't even make martinis with that.
Who drinks Tangeray? Come on, man.
Stop.
Don't make it out here, man.
Tangeray's the gin. Period.
Wait, time I understand that, but this is Blackish Jeopardy. I get that. That's
Right, yeah. You got to keep the theme. That's true.
Only people with the nick with the ER on the end.
exactly.
It's Black Jeopardy. It's absolutely true.
That was the racist.
Yeah.
Which one was
Yeah.
that?
So that was correct
Those
for
five.
Blackish Jeopardy.
So let's keep it cookout rules for 400.
Still.
All right, babe, be quiet.
All right, name the cheap soda your uncle brings.
Beep, 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 beep.
Oh, easy.
Bubba Cola.
Who?
Bubba's Cola.
Or cola, period.
Generic
Yeah.
cola. The generic.
Yeah. Everybody drinks cola
I'm gonna have to go to
at a ghetto gym. At a ghetto
What is RC Cola?
That is correct.
and as long as it's cola, yeah. Check
I'm
soda
gonna stop. I'm gonna
cola.
stop. I'm
Wow.
stop. It's never.
That's really ghetto.
I never seen RC Cola.
That is extremely
No.
ghetto.
Bro, you
It's
can't just be
cola.
arguing every question that you get wrong, dog, man.
Listen.
What about
You see
CNC?
Cola and Save a Lot? No. It
Hold
says
on, let's
Cola
give
or
Ray and
Time
Yeah.
out.
Save a lot.
Time out. It's almost like a joke. It's not even supposed to be like serious. You understand what I'm saying? Like I get it, but it's like it's a joke. It's like the Kool-Aid question when old boy said red versus saying cherry.
Yeah, because I didn't know what to answer. I didn't know whether it was going to be cherry or
Correct.
whether it was going to red. Let me see.
Black people don't
I guess the thing to keep is as Blackish Jeopardy.
correct.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
got
we're just
you.
having fun
All right,
with
go
got
ahead. Go ahead.
Go ahead, AJ.
it. Food for two.
This brand of cornbread is also used to make cakes.
I passed.
Oh God.
Naomi.
I can't think of the name.
Jiffy.
What? That is
What is-
correct.
Oh,
What is
Yeah.
it?
yeah.
Wow, you remember that?
I
That's
have
the
it in
old
the
school.
cabinet.
Yeah.
I
Wait, that was
would
for 200, right?
I think
Yeah, that was
Yes.
two. That was
Yeah,
two.
that's 200.
I
Yeah.
would take cookout rules for 300.
Mhm.
What seasonings are a staple in the black home?
Pepper
Oh,
and salt.
easy.
What is pepper and salt?
Salt. Period.
I didn't do this one.
I made this question.
I was about to say I don't know the answer.
Yeah, what's
B. Can I comment?
Go
I'll
Ray, go Ray.
What is what is pepper and salt?
No.
Baby.
Or, and that's
Okay.
included.
Cordell, go ahead.
What
It's
is
a brand.
Cordell, what is the brand?
Paprika.
Oh, it's
Oh, you didn't say the
Lowry
brand.
seasoning salt. Lowry
Yeah.
seasoning
Right, you
salt.
don't say you don't say the brand.
Cordell got it.
Say the brand.
Lowry, salt, pepper, oregano, seasoning salt, hot sauce, onion.
What kind of long ass answer is this?
No ethnic stuff like Goya or curry.
Oh, fuck you. The ethnic stuff.
Goya?
No ethnic stuff.
No ethnic stuff like Goya.
All right.
Okay, Cordell.
Let's
Okay,
go
Cordell.
with food for 500.
All right. This item is used to evenly put flour on chicken before frying.
Oh, that's easy. I know that.
Naomi.
What is a plastic
what is
bag?
a grocery store bag?
Nope.
That is correct.
It is correct.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, what is a plastic bag?
A grocery bag.
Yeah, the ones you get from the store.
Damn.
Yeah, you put the flour in there. You tie
That's
the top
really
and shake it.
ghetto.
It's black as Jeopardy.
Yeah, I guess I'm not.
The Black is Jeopardy.
Food for 400.
All right.
All right, let's do it.
What is found in a large jar at your grandma's house surrounded by a pink brine?
Beep, 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 beep.
Ray.
I have no idea.
What is cooking oil?
Yeah.
No.
Wow.
No.
We do that.
No.
What?
No.
What?
Cocaine oil?
Use coconut oil? You
I was about to ask what a brine
Wow.
I said, what is found in a large jar at your
Oh, I
grandma's
know.
surrounded by a pink brine?
I know. Lard.
Uncle, go ahead.
Lard.
No.
Oh.
AJ.
Time's up.
Gristle? Is it gristle?
Doing materials.
No, fat.
I'm dying to know the answer.
What is pig's feet?
Pig feet.
No. That's wrong.
What?
That's wrong.
Pig
Anybody,
feet?
any black person knows that they keep their cooking oil.
You keep the
That they
leftover
use it,
oil.
yes, from the chicken.
Leftover oil in there.
Yes, in the jar.
But it's not surrounded by a pink brine, though.
What do you mean?
Yeah, it does. It does get a
Wow.
It does get a brown on
Yes,
it.
it does.
That's a particular type of thing.
I'm
We're
so
all
confused.
The brine is like
I'm
It separates. The oil separates from the fat
Wow.
that's left in the chicken.
Mhm.
I apologize for that answer, but I'm just in the pink jar with the pig feet in it. Sorry, continue.
Yeah, that's because you're from the South, motherfucker.
We live up north, man. We don't do that up here.
I'm sorry. I didn't know y'all didn't have. I didn't know y'all didn't have the pig feet in it. I'm sorry. I apologize. That is a geographic summary.
Totally geographic.
Go ahead, Naomi.
First of all, who's eating that much pig feet? That's number one. But
And
I'll
second,
take,
who's
You
leaving
know
it
what,
out?
Solomon? You make a lot of questions about pork.
I'll take food. I didn't make that.
Yeah. It doesn't make that,
Solomon has a lot of
that connection.
Hey man, I was rushing down. I just had to think of some stuff. Naomi, what you
Solomon is not Muslim. We know
Food
that.
Yeah.
for 300.
This was voted the favorite flavor of Fanta by the Black People Coalition in 2016. AJ,
Orange.
that is
Or
correct.
not even.
Yeah.
I give you that.
I
Yep.
like strawberry. I like strawberry.
Wow.
Not even
I would have
close.
gotten that one.
Strawberry is my shit.
That was for what, 300?
Yeah.
Alright.
That was for 1,000.
Yeah, right.
That's not even a black
Max,
question.
you're
though.
doing horribly. Come on.
You should have asked what type of
We're on
cola.
the same team here.
Only kidding.
Wait.
You know, this Jeopardy is getting blackish by the minute.
Go ahead.
Black History for 100.
You're never gonna get it.
I thought you were going to save that for last.
Who is Umar Johnson allegedly related to? Oh, I know this answer.
Beep.
Oh no, this is your question.
I don't know. I have no
But
idea.
yeah, you can go ahead and answer it though because nobody else.
Frederick Douglass.
That is correct.
Wow. Really?
Wow. I didn't
I don't know
know.
if I spelled that right. I was Russian. That don't look right.
That's not. But it's okay.
No, Mr. E. That's cool. Go to music.
No, Nate.
Laugh.
Go ahead, Nail.
Music for 100.
Yeah.
Who created the theme from Shaft?
I don't know.
Oh,
Beep, beep, beep.
AJ.
Who is Isaac Hayes?
Correct.
correct.
Why do you
Yeah.
know that?
They can
Continue.
Go ahead.
Black History for 200.
What political party did MLK identify with but not endorse? This is definitely a Naomi question.
Cornell.
Go ahead.
What is
the Republican Party?
Correct.
Yeah.
I have an issue with this question, but
His daughter
I'm gonna let it go. It's not true, but I'm gonna let
daughter
it go.
confirmed it. His
Wait,
daughter
he didn't endorse it.
confirmed it.
Who's his daughter? Which daughter confirmed that?
I don't know.
You know, we
No, his niece said he was. I don't
Whatever. Next.
We don't have any white
thought he was
participants
Come on, listen to
answering.
I thought it was.
What's going on?
I'm just
Oh, my
watching.
bad. Wrong person. Hold up. Cordell, which person were you?
The black guy.
The
Oh yeah,
black.
I was right. Okay. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I'll take music for 300.
See it.
All right, this song is played at the club when it's time for the young people to leave.
What?
Wow. I wouldn't know it, and I'm old.
This could be.
That's crazy.
Ooh, I know. Beat.
Naomi.
This is how you do it by Montel Jordan.
No.
No, is that
No,
Al Green?
that's not that old.
Wait,
I think it's
hold
Al
on, hold on, I'm
Green.
gonna try. Steve, I got this one.
BB.
Go ahead, Charlotte, go ahead.
Oh, God's Plan by Drake.
No.
No, for young people to leave. So it's an old school song. I think it's Al Green.
Right.
That's what everyone played to leave our school dance.
It's called. I don't know.
Oh wait, I'm sorry. Are you trying to guess?
It?
Go ahead, Max.
No,
Okay.
I got the wrong
Okay, go ahead.
It's Time to Go Now or something like that by Gladys Knight.
No.
What the hell, Solomon? Your mom gave you this question.
All right, nobody got it.
No, I
it's Before I Let Go by
Frankie Beverly. Yeah, I'm sorry. I thought that was Al
What?
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who had the board before that?
Wow.
No, it was me.
Go ahead, Cordell.
Let's stick with our music for 400.
All right. This group had her 6 songs as The Reason, Shining Star in September.
Oh,
Cordell.
that's easy.
Who is Earth, Wind, and Fire?
That is correct.
There's no modern black music questions on this.
Okay, here's the modern black question. Name the artist who made this.
The Migos. What is the Migos?
Any rapper
Mumble rap. It's a mumble rapper.
Let's run it.
All right, go ahead, Cordell.
500 music.
You said music with 500?
Yes, sir.
This R&B group was based out of Baltimore, Maryland, with hits like Beauty and In My Bed. AJ.
No. Who is Drew Hill?
That is correct.
Yep.
Oh, come on, AJ. You can't monopolize the board. You won last time.
I'm not even winning.
Right.
All right, go ahead. Black History.
Black History for 3.
You're never going to get these questions.
The Atlanta airport is named after this former mayor, Cordell.
Which is Jackson.
That's correct.
I feel like he should have to say the whole name.
Jackson.
Yeah.
No, in Jeopardy they let you just give the last name too.
This ain't Alex.
That's true.
Black Jeopardy.
Well, if there was more than one mayor last name Jackson, then maybe. All right, go ahead.
400.
This man was credited for the creation of peanut butter.
Oh my God. 100%. 100%.
You come up with this question.
100%.
I mean, this is.
Naomi, you gotta call that one. I didn't see it.
Conspiracy, the CIA.
My screen flipped.
Give it to
I called him first.
Over here.
Yeah, go ahead. We'll give it to Max. Go ahead.
Oh, God, think of it. Who is George Washington Carver?
Correct.
Which
Wow.
one? Which one? Which one? Which one? Which one? Which one? Which one?
Washington Carver.
Which one? Which one? Which one?
The one that wasn't the president.
There's a president.
That's
George
right.
Washington Carver.
No.
Thank you.
No.
The one that wasn't the president. Yes.
I just realized how stupid that was. I just realized how stupid that was.
Holiness.
No one's going to get the last question.
All right, here we go. Here's the last question. All right. Well, if I can click on it. Dang, that dude's head's in the way. Hold up.
I got one for the last question.
In
What
1860,
percent of black on slaves? How many slaves are owned by blacks? A lot.
Beep, beep.
a lot.
What? A lot? No, it's the answer.
Oh, the answer is a lot?
It's a number, but I think I put a lot. I think I did put a lot.
Yeah,
You didn't put a lot.
I don't know.
You put
I was gonna say percentage. I was
Right. Say the percentage.
Right, say percentages.
75%.
No, you're wrong.
Whoa, that's a bit high.
You're wrong. Wait,
I'm factual. It's factual.
Anybody
I
else?
know.
Anybody
It's
for
factual.
that year? For that year.
75%
You said
of black
1860.
people in 1860.
It's factual.
Okay. Anybody else?
You said
Well,
1860.
does the question
I'll say 10%.
provide percentage or just
Max is
an
close.
estimate?
Yeah, it provides an exact percentage. The answer does. Max
Okay.
at 1%. Go ahead and show the answer, Solomon. It's 12.6%.
Oh,
That's not true. That's not
12%?
true. That's not true.
It is.
Because it's only 13% of the country is African American.
Exactly.
No, that's not true.
12.6% from the census that year said they owned slaves, and they owned 31. However you say that number.
That's not true.
Yeah, that's
31
That's
point,
not true.
31
population of
million,
the
4
country.
point.
That's not true.
Well, I got
Final
about
factual. That Kyle time.
I think I added that. My bad.
You added it wrong.
Yeah, that math is.
Listen, we were rushing. Okay, I don't want to hear this shit.
Naomi, you mail me that MAGA hat. I'm gonna mail you an advocate. I'm gonna mail you a cat.
I'll mail you that.
Hey, at least
Mail me the mixtape. I'm gonna mail you an advocate.
I want
advocate.
what's the prize for the winner in this one?
I was bootleg.
Nigerian.
We didn't have no prizes. I'm sorry.
We're black. We don't plan ahead. What do you mean?
Okay, I'm sorry.
Just the satisfaction of being the victor.
We did a decent
job. Surprise. We'll mail it to you.
We did a decent job, Max.
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
I just want to say that.
Okay, wait, hold on. Just so I can save myself from that earlier comment, I just want y'all to view something. This is what I grew up viewing right here. This is.
Better not be a chitlin thing.
Nah, it's pig feet. That's what I used to see at my grandma's house. Y'all didn't see this jar?
Wow.
This jar of pig feet right here?
Because we didn't
No.
Piggly
Man, I'm not that black.
Wow.
Okay.
But it was a bestseller.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I apologize because that was the jar that we saw in the pink. I thought that was obvious.
Right.
I didn't know what y'all's look like, but yeah, that's what mine looked
You know what should have been a question? What do black women use to deep condition their hair, put in the trash can, make fried chicken with? All of the answers would have been a grocery bag. That should have been.
I wouldn't know the black.
You're not black. How would you know that?
Yeah, I would have known the hair part.
Solomon's pig feet question. That was a pretty black question, though.
That was
now
too
you think about it, like he's
right. For someone that isn't that black, I'm surprised. She displayed such a black question.
Wait, time out. Nobody on the panel is from the South.
That's what I got it.
I'm just gonna say I know that now.
But I'm not that
I know that now. Nobody on the panel is from the South. I see it.
Somebody on YouTube said, I didn't know using a grocery bag was for cooking.
Yeah.
They're black. That's the most repugnant, unsanitary shit I've heard all day. That is gross.
What? Putting flour in a grocery bag?
Yeah, that's some gross ass.
And no, how about this? I'm gonna give you a fact. I'm gonna give you a fact that you don't believe. That grocery bags are cleaner than Ziploc bags or sandwich bags that you buy from the store.
Yeah, my parents keep a whole bunch of grocery bags.
And I'm gonna tell you why. When you put something in a cardboard box, you get cardboard mites, which are little microscopic bugs that go inside the bags from the cardboard. The plastic bags are in a plastic box or a plastic bag that they're shipped to the stores with. They come straight from the recycling plant, from water bottles. So it's cleaner than an actual Ziploc bag. If you buy a Ziploc,
right.
Yeah, if you buy a Ziploc box and the Ziploc bags are already open, throw that shit in the trash. Take it back to the store.
Mm-hmm. He's right.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think.
Yes, Naomi.
I think going forward, I should be in charge of the games.
No.
Naomi got these biased ass questions.
Time out. I feel my Blackest Jeopardy was verified because it had to be because we was arguing about it. It was
lopsided. It was more southern.
Pretty lopsided.
If it wasn't Black Jeopardy, it would not have got contentious at all.
So true. That's absolutely true.
We actually got contentious about it. My man's like, nah, the skyhook, that's what we do. He argued, and I'm like, well, OJ, he has a point. He has a point because it was technically two people on that team.
Yeah, where was the OJ questions at? Where was the
OJ?
I just Simpson. Yeah.
Well, it was Black Jeopardy. Why would we be talking about OJ and Obama?
So true. He has a point of interest there. That's exactly right.
I get it.
One of the questions should have been, who is the member of the Jackson 5 that nobody ever sees? That should have been a question.
Wait, hold on. Wasn't it the young? Wasn't there a kid that was younger than Michael?
Randy. It was Randy.
Yeah, Randy, right?
Rudy or Randy?
Yeah, it was Randy.
I said Randy because he wasn't seen until Jermaine left
he was
the group.
in the ABC video with Carol Burnett.
Right.
And then the
But once
other
again,
question,
Randy played the bongos. That's
Yeah,
what he
you're
did.
supposed to have
Right.
2 rounds. So I mean, there's only so much.
wait, then the other question should have been, in that famous VH1 Jackson
Wait a
5,
minute. Wait a minute.
how long does it take?
Oh, wait a minute. This is the person. Wait, time out. This is the person who had your.
We're stop being blackish. We're supposed to be
Correct.
blackish on this Jeopardy.
I think you forgot your questions from the other Jeopardy. I think we need to pull up
Right.
some of the questions that you had on the other. Like, wait a minute.
Yeah, bring them questions back now.
The funny part about it is
What
the
issues the mixed kids got to deal with? We was like, what?
That's
And
the
then-
whole thing.
the first Jeopardy was more liberal. This
What-
Jeopardy was more cultural.
What do you
Wait,
put
wait,
in?
yes.
What do you not put in potato
Hey, Tommy,
salad?
But check this out. Every single
I learned a
question,
lot.
every single question that she had on the list, he was like, wait a minute. Like, what?
Raisin's question was funny. That was pretty funny.
Thank you.
You don't put extra shit like raisins. Duh.
Raisins are disgusting.
But it was a cultural Jeopardy
That was
compared to
your
the first
question.
one.
I'm like, don't know extra shit. That was
Raisins are
your
just
question.
great.
Yeah.
People
Talking
done.
about you talking about my board? Come on now.
I'm just saying, no one knew that shit, man.
It's like Dickie V. Oh, be serious.
Really appreciate y'all having us on for that one. That was
Oh
pretty
yeah,
fun.
absolutely.
Yeah,
Oh my God.
Yeah.
I wish I would have
It
known
was-
more
it was
questions.
cool.
Though. I feel bad.
Oh no, it was
I
fun. It was
wanted
fun.
answers to more.
It was
I
fun.
think
Yeah,
the
thanks
fact
for having us.
I think the fact that you didn't know a lot of questions is like a true thing of society. But, you know, like even though
Hey, we learned that we knew the George Washington Carver one.
Yeah, y'all,
Sure did.
y'all knew history. Y'all didn't. Yeah, that's good. At least y'all knew
Yeah,
history.
y'all-
That's good.
I know
Y'all
a
might
third
not-
grade level Black history.
That should have been a double Jeopardy question. It should have said it.
Yeah.
Like, it
I
should
think,
have
we
been
had,
like
I think we had to pay $20
because you would have said how many
I
patents does he have on a peanut? How many patents does he have on a peanut?
well, listen,
Right.
instead of doing the $20, I put bonus. That was our double Jeopardy.
You mean daily double?
I got $10, but that's it.
Oh,
Look,
man.
this was the ghettoest Black Jeopardy.
Is it supposed to be?
It's supposed to be Black Jeopardy. Yeah, the
Thank
blackest of Black Jeopardy.
Thank you, Tommy. Thank you,
Very
Tommy.
Yeah.
authentic Black Jeopardy.
Because we could have. Hey, because look, wait, time out.
You have me stumped.
Remember, we are the Meagle people. There are $2 on this screen, and the $2 didn't want to pay the $20. I didn't want to pay the $20 for the buzzer, but I am.
Yeah, Naomi with the
Right.
If I was balling, I would have paid the $20. So we didn't
Right. If we'd have had, yeah, because you have George and Wheezy on there, what can you do? Right?
Correct.
We're not in the mood for
They
you.
want to
for
save
you
that
all.
money. So
Who's
they
George and Weezy?
We gotta go, man. Let's go. We're out of this.
Who's George and Weezy?
There's Wheezy.
right on the
Bye, guys. You guys
You
are
don't
later.
know who they're referring to. I
All right,
just
see you later, man. Hey, Charlotte, don't forget to I guess. Wait. How are you gonna let me know that you want me on that show with your teacher?
I can text it.
Yeah, just let Naomi know. Yes,
Yeah,
ma'am.
you can like send the link to you guys and everything.
that works.
Gotcha.
Are you guys on for next Thursday?
When is it?
Are you guys sometime in January? We're not sure yet.
Gotcha.
For the debate thingy?
Yeah.
I mean, she might bring a couple of her friends, and I don't know anything about them, so.
Yeah.
Is this the professor you were talking about earlier?
They're probably lesbian.
I would enjoy.
Oh, God.
I would enjoy a little chat with these.
Just
See,
everyone
Solomon,
be nice.
you-
Everyone be nice. Just everyone be nice.
Yeah,
What's
Solomon.
your favorite?
One of your questions should have been what was thrown at Bush's funeral.
That's true.
That should have been a
Yeah, because that
black
was
question.
a big issue today.
What was thrown?
Ray's absolutely
Shade.
right.
George Bush.
Shade.
Oh,
What did George Bush do with
I was like,
That was good.
I'm
That was
thinking
good. No, that
I'm
was
like,
well played, Ray. Well played.
a sandal. I'm like,
You know, you ain't peep it.
That's like,
Look,
no,
look.
I'm thinking about when they got that sandal
No.
thrown at him when he was in
When
the.
Hillary
No.
was like-
Hillary told
Hillary,
Bill, if
yeah.
you even move your hand,
Hillary is fucking petty.
yo, Hillary was like this.
Petty. She's been so petty.
He was like, I'm not even
Bill turned his eyes. She
Yeah.
grabbed his hand. Is like,
that's me.
I
That's
told
Oh man, I gotta go back and watch it. I didn't
Read her book. She is petty.
Wait, guys.
The president.
What?
All right, Charlotte. Let's see y'all.
hold on,
later.
hold on.
All right.
Yeah,
What'd you say? What'd you say, Sean?
If Hillary runs for president actually in 2020 and she loses, her book can be called "Oh, It Happened Again."
Oh snap!
This sequel.
I don't think she's going to run.
She said she confirmed it.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
So did
Seriously?
so did
Wow.
Joe Biden. Joe Biden says he's the most qualified man to be president.
It'll be Joe Biden. It'll be Joe Biden. It'll be Joe Biden.
Yeah, it'll be Joe Biden. I agree with
Wait, you say Joe Biden or Joe Budden?
Joe Biden.
Joe Budden should run those.
He should just stay running.
It's gonna be a real bad. It's gonna be a real bad
Joe
race.
Budden, Donald Trump.
It's gonna be Kanye. It's gonna be Kanye.
Kanye's
Biden.
not running until 2020.
Could you imagine Kanye West being president of the United States?
He will
Can you
win.
imagine Donald Trump
That's
being
the craziest
president?
thing. He will win.
Wait. Do you guys think
He will
Kanye's
win.
actually going to run in 2021?
No.
He will win.
I would like to see him try.
Akon said he was running, right?
No, listen. It shows you who's already registered to run. Kanye's on there.
For 2024?
2020.
For 2020 as
Wow.
under Green Party. He's under Green
Wow.
Party.
What about Akon? Ain't he running?
I didn't see Akon on the list.
In 2007, Snoop Dogg said he was going to
What party is Kanye running for? Republican?
Green Party.
Green Party? Wow.
Oh, okay.
Wow. That's going to be interesting.
Very interesting. I think
Yeah.
even if he doesn't win, I think he's just trying to get rid of that whole two-party mandate and bring.
Right.
Wait, time out. But who is Kanye stealing votes from?
He's not gonna steal votes from nobody.
Yeah.
He's gonna bring votes in.
Excellent
He's gonna bring
observation.
votes in.
Will this be the greatest sabotage in American history? He came out on "quote unquote" the conservative side, so then now he's gonna steal votes from
He was
conservatives.
never conservative, though.
He's never conservative.
Yeah,
He
no,
didn't say
I'm
that.
saying.
No, I don't believe so either.
He said he's gonna use his platform to get people in a better position. That's all he said.
Even if he doesn't win, he just wants to run for
Yeah.
something.
And by people,
Right.
No.
He's going to establish his own platform.
I use that
Yeah.
term very liberally when I say I'm not saying he was a conservative. I'm saying like anytime, like kind of sort of when we talked about what conservatives call black people, hero and all that stuff, free thinker. That's what I'm referring to Kanye as. And he was more or less lately, he's been more liked on the right than he has on the left. That's what I'm saying.
But I think he's going to try to meld the both
I think
parties
that's what
together.
the media.
Yeah.
I think that's what the media is portraying, but I don't think that's the correct
Right.
definition of what.
Because they saw him with Trump and they just
Yeah.
assumed that's
Anybody
where he
think
just headed.
agree with the leftist
I
party
agree
is
with that.
automatically right wing. So that's how.
Wait, time out. So you don't even hear on the radio, like the radio, all the like radio stations have kind of disowned Kanye. You don't think that
They're gonna do that. They're gonna do that
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
the way it looks from one part.
Most radio stations are quite liberal anyway. To
And they
be
want
honest
drama.
with
They
you.
want
Yeah.
drama. They want drama. Drama sells.
So you
Yeah.
don't think? So you don't think on even quote unquote black Twitter likes Kanye right now?
It's-
Twitter. Who
I'm-
has done this?
I'm just talking about. I'm just
Listen,
talking about.
So,
I'm just asking.
You like him
you
a
gotta
lot
look
more
at it. You
ever
gotta
since
look
he
at it
said,
as
"Oh, I'm not
standpoint.
politically active anymore."
Yeah, like people will never say they voted for Trump. Not a lot of people will say that, but
Yeah.
you see, he won, right?
Black people voted for Trump. That's
So-
how it is.
Yeah.
You are black yourself. You might hate somebody, but you want him to win, don't you?
Because he's black.
Right.
Who, Kanye?
Yeah.
He's gonna run off the black vote.
Even the people that say I would never vote for Kanye still gonna click Kanye name.
But you know what? I think Kim is sabotaging him because now she's bringing that whole slavery.
No.
Wait. So that's my
If
question.
Kanye runs, really, you have to put
So
some
who is
money
he
up,
taking
man. 'cause I'm
votes
gonna
from?
take
He's taking votes from the Democrat, you think?
No.
I'm gonna
He's gonna
gamble
bring
against-
new
I'm about to
votes in.
gamble against you, Ray.
Okay.
People who weren't voting before are probably gonna vote now.
See, I'm gonna tell you what's
Yeah.
gonna happen. You're gonna walk in the booth and people are gonna be like, I don't really know Joe Biden like that. I don't really trust Hillary. I don't really know that person. Fuck it, I might as well just vote for Kanye. It ain't like you're gonna win anyway. This is what they're gonna do.
Default.
I don't
Yeah.
feel like
You're
you're
talking
gonna win
about
anyway.
the
I might as well
primaries,
click.
right?
Can you guys just see
Yeah,
Kanye and
primaries.
Trump debating? Can you just see Kanye and
No,
Trump
it's not
debating?
even gonna be a debate. It's not
That
even
would be
gonna a debate.
glorious. That
That'd
would be
be funny.
glorious. I would die a happy man if I could.
You
see
ever
that.
see Kanye talk about politics?
It ain't right, though.
To see
I
him-
think he's
He
trying.
said it's
I
simple.
think-
He said it's simple.
About
He said I'm not going to debate or anything or argue
Wait, didn't
anything.
Right.
he say he
If
was
I-
done with politics, but then went back into it?
Yeah.
He said,
And
he
he-
said,
Figure it
he
out.
said basically what I want to happen if people come to me and said we need to abolish prisons and put a different reform.
Oh God, not that.
Boom.
Yeah.
That's what he said. He said,
Yeah.
why debate it? I feel
He's
like
divorcing from both Democrats and Republicans. He's not going with either one of those.
Yeah.
he's a if you look at it, he's the perfect medium because it's
Yep.
no
Absolutely.
wall. It's no wall
Absolutely.
with him. It's,
I mean,
it's-
Absolutely.
if
You
you
said
make a
Amazon
good
Golf.
point to him, he'll say, "Oh,
But wait,
I never
can
looked at it
Yeah.
that way."
you just acknowledge that once he gets in the White House, it's gonna look like shit?
Once he gets into what, I gotta draw the line there. You
No.
guys are just you guys.
Yeah, y'all are getting-
La, la, la.
Kanye's not
It
winning.
could happen
They
Once
said
he
Trump would
gets in
never
the
win.
in
West,
this
They said
century.
Trump
It
would
could
never
happen.
win.
Hey Tommy,
They
if
said
it
Trump would
happens,
never
I'll
know.
give you $20.
my head just exploded.
You're on.
Yeah,
Hey,
that's not
okay.
happening.
When the cycle starts, you guys are gonna have to take some bets because if you
I'm
guys,
gonna tell you, you're gonna get all these people
Kanye,
that said Kanye always fought against the system. He went up there and said Bush doesn't care about black people.
Ray's gonna have a sign. Kanye 2020.
man, y'all gonna have to put your money where your mouth is. 'cause
Yeah,
if
I don't
you're this
believe that,
confident in
man.
Kanye,
You'll be
I'm ready to
surprised.
Tommy, I
gamble.
will
Well,
give
You'll be
you $20.
surprised.
I'm ready to
Think
gamble.
about it. How many people didn't think that Trump will actually win the
That's what I'm
election?
Oh yeah, they had experts
I mean,
saying he was gonna lose. So.
yeah. And he's a
And then,
he's a
Well, he's down by
businessman.
90%.
He's not
and
really
if
a
we
politician.
if we all going by the
Well, Trump's a
citizens, they
businessman.
already have Kanye
Yeah.
up there winning for 2020.
He can run
Right.
a business. What can Kanye do? He's
Hey,
out of
What? He has a
He's
he's
a
a young, he's the
He's
fastest
the man from
billionaire
Chicago.
company. The fastest billionaire company. Kanye
He's
West.
all for cleaning up the
Do you
environment.
know how
I'm
many
sorry.
white people there are in
I
America
can't
that
meet
do
you
not
with the
listen to
Kanye.
Kanye West?
Well, the thing is this: we're so
Martin
conforming
I might give
to
you Morgan Freeman.
to different to the parties that we gravitate towards.
Do you guys know that senior citizens in this country vote, and senior citizens in this country do not listen to Kanye West? Are you?
That's
they-
not
That's
true.
true.
That's not
They
true.
will
That's not
vote
true.
for a
That's not
lava
true.
lamp
That's not
before
true.
they vote
But
for
they
Kanye.
listen to
That's not true.
politics,
That's
and
not true.
he injects himself into
Look,
politics.
I'm gonna tell you this. Look at
even
your sound scans.
Democrats.
Type in sound scan and type in Jesus walks and look at the amount of streams.
That's great, Ray,
And
and
then-
I applaud you for that. But please connect
No.
that to winning a presidential election.
No, but listen, 100%. Listen to me fully. So you type in the streams and type in people older than 50, and you will see churchgoers literally bought that one song because Jesus walks.
Yes.
That's it.
Okay, so
That's
that's the check and checkmate. That's what's going to win the electorate in
That's not what's
2020
gonna win the
general
election.
election.
You gotta understand. A lot of people don't look at social media. Older people don't look at social media. They don't have no idea what's going on.
They don't watch TV.
They don't. They don't really watch.
He's gonna
Yeah, they
win-
don't.
He's going to win that portion of the electorate based on.
He's gonna get. He's gonna get 30% of the overall older people that don't pay attention to media.
Okay, so
Off that
let me.
song.
So let's put it to you like this. Let's do it over under. He will get
Yeah,
more.
I want to gamble on this because if you guys feel this strongly about Kanye, I'm about to.
Oh no, I'm gonna
Wait,
put it to you.
wait,
It's not
time
just
out.
Kanye.
I'm ready to gamble right now.
This is the question. Will Kanye West get more votes than any other non-Democrat or Republican in history? Yes. Or
Now that
No.
not in history.
Wow, that's a good question.
History, no. Now
Not
we
in
can.
history.
now we
I mean,
So then the question is, who has
But-
Ross Perot carried like 19% of the popular vote or something.
Correct.
But you have to go with the generations. You
Yes,
don't know
you do.
when 2020 comes what the generational
I'm worried about
temperature is going to
2020.
be.
He'll get more votes than Barry
Yeah.
Johnson.
People our age to vote Democrat.
Oh yeah, that's easy.
Yeah.
Though. I
The
mean,
Migos babies
Barry Johnson.
lean and who are overdosing. They're voting.
Barry Johnson. Feel the
I
Johnson.
think
And they
Barry Johnson-
forget that Mariah Carey's sales was going down. She got dropped from her label. She gets on a song with Michael Jackson and all them. We Are the World. And what happens?
Got like
Yeah.
Mariah Carey, the one that said the Russians hacked her sound system or something.
yeah.
Yeah, no. I'm
I mean,
sorry.
I do agree that Kanye West.
I can't.
It's
rock
not that.
with
It's called the music industry does influence political parties.
All the new
Yeah.
young people are
Yeah.
I agree with that, but
Right. I
Yeah,
agree
but
with that
that's
100%.
not
Kanye-
Well, a lot of them
Musician.
don't support the Republican Party, though.
No,
A
but then they
musician,
don't know enough
third-party
about
candidate
politics.
winning a
These young
popular
kids-
election, a general election, guys.
No,
Oh.
the young kids don't know about politics. If they hear Kanye's running, they're so dumb. They're just gonna vote for Kanye.
And watch, you're gonna see this. Gonna see this trend that Meek Mill, he forgiving everybody in the rap game, and they all becoming a unit
So who's
again.
his vice president?
Hold on.
Taylor Swift.
It'll be
Good question.
It'll be
A good question.
Guys, do you really want the
It'll be
Kardashians
no,
to be in the White House filming
listen.
the show?
Virgil would be
listen.
his vice president.
Yeah, but this would have happened. Kanye's gonna make his beef up and be cool again with Jay-Z. If Jay-Z approves him,
He'll
as
run
running-
as vice president,
Yeah.
and then he'll
Kanye with
Kanye.
Jay-Z vice president.
Kanye Jay-Z ticket where Jay-Z is not at the top of the ticket? Are you out of your mind?
Jay-Z.
I'm not going.
Wes Carter.
Dame Dash ran Rockefeller.
Dame.
Jay-Z said he didn't want no parts of it.
Jay-Z's not gonna go
That's true.
and
He's right.
If I'm Jay-Z,
West Carter
what I want to do
23.
more than anything else is be vice president.
If anything, Kanye will lower himself down for Vice to get Jay-Z to be on.
Yeah, that's
no, it will not happen. It will not happen. Jay-Z would never want to be in the limelight like that.
Obama would
This is the best conversation ever, guys.
Obama would endorse Jay-Z, and then Jay-Z would.
Oh my God.
Well, I'll put it like this: it's going to be the ones that are financially influential, like Kanye, and he's going to influence his financial partners in this particular endeavor. And then through his music and through his other influences, he's going to get people to generate towards that type of vote. You know, for the ones that particularly don't vote.
That's not just whatever color your skin doesn't matter when it comes to that.
No, that's absolutely true. He's already crossed the line.
That's good.
Ray's absolutely right.
It would destroy the Democratic vote.
You tell me who's going to say I'm not going to vote when Jay-Z and Kanye is on the ticket. You name one. No, wait. You name one artist that's in the industry that's going to say, "Oh, I'm going to go against that."
None of them are going to go against it.
Kid Rock.
That's only going to take.
Nope. Because I'm gonna tell you,
direct mainline to mainstream.
Rock Nation. You got to remember, Jay-Z owns title.
100%. Yeah.
Listen, he will bring you get no plays. He can go into a radio station and say, "Don't play that artist." If you play that artist,
absolutely true.
So how is that going to lead to him beating Trump? How is that going to lead to him?
They always told you whoever owns the media can control whatever way they want it to go.
Trump said he's not guaranteeing that he's going to run again.
What? Well, the thing is, most young people don't even understand the politics. They just go influential, and that's where the advantages are lied in. Not a lot of young people understand politics as they were.
And I don't care how you look at it. No matter if you think if it was a game or an act she was putting on, Kim still got people off. She still saved lives. However you look at it, if it was a business deal or if it was a stunt, it still worked. She still saved somebody. She saved people's lives.
I agree with that 100%.
Trump has.
Ray, it's a sitting president. And it's a general election. I mean, let's be. I mean, that
makes nothing. Al Gore won the popular vote.
He was a senator.
I'm not talking about the popular vote. I'm talking about a presidential election. He has to carry a certain number of red states. He has to carry.
Okay.
He has to against an incumbent president. Okay. Well, then, if you're that confident, we got to make a bet. We got to bet.
We can bet on it.
I'm confident.
Let's
I'm a gambler myself. You mean to tell me you think he can't get Chicago, he can't get Detroit, he can't get Florida, he can't get PA, he can't get New York, he can't get Cali?
He's running as a Democrat? No, he's running as Green Party.
You know, one thing is pertinent. One thing's pertinent here.
It's four things you got to do to win. Marijuana legal, guns legal, gays legal,
abortion.
And then.
Right.
No, not that's it. Basically, but it's one more other thing. Taxes. If you tell a black person that when they claim taxes like Trump just did, getting 2,000 instead of 1,000.
Oh, taxes, not taxes. I'm an idiot.
No, you don't understand what taxes is to a black person, my man. You white, you will never understand.
You get a kid. You get a kid.
The thing is,
when you pay your taxes, you don't get money back at the end of the year.
In general,
black people literally I got an extra kid just to get $10,000, $11,000 back at tax time.
If he was running as a Democrat, I would give you.
That's no disrespect. That's just saying. That's what it is.
The way that like white people in the South are with guns is the way that black people are with taxes. Like extremely libertarian. Like, don't tread on me. You can take this out of my cold.
Yep. If you tell somebody they're gonna get $750 instead of $1,000, it'd be riots. Motherfuckers be flipping cars over and shit.
Yeah,
man.
No, Ray is right.
That's balling season, man. You don't know March.
But the thing is, Ray, is that he's running third party. All these areas that you're talking about, Chicago, these are Democratic hotbeds. To carry these areas, he's not going to be fighting Donald Trump. He's going to be destroying the Democrats.
But the thing is, most people are leaning towards the other party.
Carry 273 electoral votes.
Never.
100%. I understand that 100%. Me and Naomi both know. We voted for somebody different for be governor of PA.
Right.
And we seen all of the politics. The thing is that he didn't have a voice. Kanye has a voice.
Right.
He's at a
Right.
platform where
Right.
he can reach people way farther than the normal
Even if
text
they
message or
don't
tweet
like us.
can reach.
Hey man, Stacey Abrams and Andrew Gillum had a voice, and they lost.
They weren't popular.
I have no idea
They
who those
weren't
people are.
popular. That's
No,
exactly
no
true.
idea.
They didn't have exposure.
Andrew Gillum was popular. Stacey
Totally
Abrams
different.
was
Guys,
popular.
remember the election was rigged.
I didn't even know they voted. They
Yeah,
was
Ray
running.
didn't
The
even
Secretary
know
of
who
State
they
was
were.
running for president.
And
I don't even know who those people
I
are.
Georgia
think
don't count.
we're forgetting about.
You know, the bottom denominator is that millennials are tired of what they're hearing from the Democratic parties and the Republican
They are.
Party.
Most of them
They're looking for a
look-
change.
You guys know
They're looking
how
for something
small-
totally different.
How small a
And that's where the influential part of it comes into play. And Kanye knows this.
Millennials to win an election.
Yeah, the millennials don't win you an election. Senior
that's
I'm
citizens.
not saying that they do, but none of this.
This is where it would change. This is where it would change.
Right. I agree with
It would
Ray.
be such a force because people will literally come out because they don't want somebody else to win.
Well, like here's
Right.
the thing. Like I'm not speaking.
Like you
for-
might not want Mayweather to win the fight, but you're not gonna vote against him.
I vote against Mayweather all the time.
We talk about
That's
boxing.
one, that's,
You see
the one
that's
thing that I think Ray might have is if the electorate just balloons, like if they recruit a whole bunch of new voters as a result of this, that's the only way that
That's the
something-
only way.
Yeah.
But they're
They
not
will.
because it's
They
going to
will.
completely
And they're coming. They're
destroy
coming.
if this, because I'm putting this in quote because I don't believe this shit, but if this shit is to actually happen, it's going to destroy the Democratic Party, right? They're going to have
It would destroy Republicans too.
It
It would
take
destroy
Right.
everybody.
Yeah.
It'd be like
The-
it'd be what it originally was meant to be.
I
And there'll be a whole new regime.
I don't think you understand the power of the incumbency of just being the.
I
It doesn't matter if people
understand.
hate you or like you, but if you're the sitting president, it just if people have a life and their life is okay, it doesn't matter if it's Hitler in office. They're gonna a lot of people are just gonna vote for that guy, just autopilot it.
Listen, and I'm telling you,
I agree with that.
for-
Yeah,
for,
I understand.
For one time in history, it's going to revert back to what it was meant to be in the first place. The person that is the most popular will win the vote.
Well, my thing too is like again, I'm not speaking for all Gen Z, but like for Generation Z, which is what Max and I are in, most of Gen Z, from what I've seen, is either more right leaning or independent or don't want to talk about politics at all because we're all so sick and tired of hearing this.
So
Right.
Max,
Right.
who would you vote
That's
for
it.
out of
That's
these
it.
four? Out of these four, Trump.
Vote for Trump.
Yeah,
Listen,
Trump.
listen. You will vote Trump over Kanye West.
Yeah.
Okay.
But that's because of what you understand currently.
No, yeah. So
In 2
so
years,
when
it's going to change.
Yeah. So how old are you, Max? How old are you?
At 17, so I'll be 18 next year. I'll be able to vote.
Yeah.
So he'll be
And
eligible to vote for
And
Kanye.
Right.
this is the point where I'm gonna tell you the difference between how far we're separated.
Jeopardy.
Okay.
Lawyers.
When I was 17, I was literally shot at. Have you ever been shot at?
No, I have not.
I've been shot at by police. I've been detained. Naomi was with me and seen how they disrespected me.
They treated you fine. You were a crime.
They didn't search my car 5 times. They didn't search my car 5 times.
They were nice to me.
They were nice to you, but what did they do? They
gave me
literally saw me on crutches and still threw me against the car.
You
Still
were
threw me
combative.
inside.
Your personality.
Yo, this is the
Yeah,
worst.
you
And
already
this
told him
this
that
is
Kanye
this
was
is
gonna be
no
president.
this is
He got
this
mad
is
at
the
that shit,
this
man.
is the separation. This is the separation. She does not
Let him get it
identify as a
out.
black
Go ahead.
person.
All right,
She
let
does
him
not
talk.
she
Yeah,
does
my
not
bad.
identify as a black person. But to me, like if I show you my license, you shouldn't have no problem searching my vehicle if I wasn't in my vehicle. So here it goes. If we in a place where a black people can say, I really want somebody that can know where I'm going through, you gonna see white people that's your age or 18 will vote all the time, 100%. You'll get 90% voting. Not black people. You get 30, maybe 25%. But you let somebody that they can identify with that's been through stuff, that's been done with the media, had to fight through somebody disrespecting their wife or their girlfriend. Oh my gosh.
By association.
Yeah, I've been through that.
By
I know what you're going
association.
through. If you listen to Meek Mill album, when he tell you like just listen to the album and you be like, man, I can relate. I've been through. I didn't sold drugs. I didn't been through that. Man, 100,000 ain't nothing to a drug dealer. But then when you got to start paying lawyers, I didn't throw a Rolex on a district attorney wrist, and I don't have a Rolex. it hurts. It gets in your soul. It makes you feel. It's like I skateboarded when I was younger. If you ever broken your skateboard in half, or you fall and it broken, that hurt that you feel, that's that hurt I feel about drugs.
All right, Max. So what did you just learn? That's gonna make you vote for Kanye West. I'm trying to link.
That blink you just got.
Are attracted to and vote for people who they can relate
to.
Right. By association. That's what it's going to be about. And in years to come, it's going to change. People are tired of Trump and people are tired of the Democratic Party. They're tired of both parties, to be honest with you. So if Kanye West can come aboard and make something of a divorce from each party that's a positive influence on the country, people may say, well, look, hey, I've already been through this. If you had a taste of both,
Trump's already doing it. Yeah. He's already doing things that he knows that the black people, he's looking at and saying, I got to get the black vote.
Like Tommy.
You think he's not? He didn't do that tax thing, that extra tax for black people. Come on, man.
But Tommy, the thing is, the reason why you're right that people are tired of the establishment, but that's exactly why they voted for Donald Trump, and that same contingent of people being happy that this non-politician is in office. Why would they go for another person when they're already getting that?
Well, old money's going to stay with old money, but you got millennials, you got these up and comers, you got these Silicon Valley investment billionaires, and they're young people that want something different that may not go with the old regime.
Yeah,
Obama was not the black president that everybody thought we was getting.
Absolutely true.
He showed some. He was like more of a like you said earlier, George and Wheezy. He was more George. But you let Kanye West get in there. Paint the White House.
I mean,
and understand something. People of color voted for Obama simply for color. They didn't understand the political applications towards Obama.
If you think that the White House is a mess right now with President Trump, what do you think the White House is going to look like with Kanye West in it? Let's just be honest.
Well,
kind of random. Like
it's already a wreck. It's already a wreck, and people are tired. You look at the fatigue, the political fatigue of people.
No offense to
They're tired. I'm not saying Kanye. It could be anyone else. But the point of interest Ray is pointing out is that people are tired.
Yeah,
people are tired of centuries of regime that hasn't made any positive influences, especially on people of color.
I'll put you like this: if Jay-Z and Michelle Obama ran on the ticket together, they would beat Trump. I would give you that as a Democrat. But we're still talking about independent, libertarian, or Green Party.
It doesn't matter what party.
Right.
Because it's just programming.
People with mental health issues make up a good portion of America, and they vote. They're gonna vote for Kanye because he's not.
Why they're gonna vote for Kanye because he's one of them? So that's another reason why you don't need to be in office. What are we talking about?
I'm telling you. Listen, Max, have you ever smoked weed?
No.
Okay. So I'm gonna put it to you like this. So let me put it to you like this. They're holding marijuana back. Like literally, the government is trying to hold it back. But he does the same thing in the 20s with liquor. And then you see we have liquor stores.
Yeah.
You have more.
Max, you have a problem with
It's a little bit different because in the 20s they passed the federal law.
Hold on, hey Max, do you have a
law banning prohibiting?
Hey Max, do you have issue with marijuana being legalized?
No, of course not. I completely support medical marijuana.
So talking about recreational.
I don't mind it. I mean,
okay, there you go. You should. I put it like this. Do you feel like you should be able to do whatever you want to do in your house? Right. If you want to drink, if you want to drink, if you want to smoke in your house, you should do that. The only problem you have is if you're behind a wheel.
Yeah, this video might get banned for the Hennessy.
You ain't see it. You ain't see it.
Demonetized.
Yeah, but you see it, right? So just put like this: the federal, not the federal, but the debt we have is how much? Do you know?
Something in like the trillions.
3.3 trillion, right?
Right. That's true.
In Denver alone, they made $40 billion off of marijuana.
Are you
the first year?
Colorado certainly did.
First year.
Right.
You comments said they would be interested in hearing Kanye's opinion. Trump is more popular than Kanye, though, and Gillian and Abrams were trash.
No.
The question is this: who can you trust that's currently in office? How many younger people trust the current status quo
It
that's
doesn't
going on in
matter for an
office?
election because young people don't vote. That's why we're trying to say
know.
And
that.
that's where the
The
change would come.
midterm said this was the highest amount of young people that have voted in history.
Yeah, but they voted Democrat and Republican.
Who's going to take over when we're gone?
Naomi, you might be right. There might be a shit ton of young people voting in 2040.
There is, and they're all going to be.
It's 2018, boo boo.
You gotta remember those people that are citizens are dying, man.
They're gone.
Those old people that saying it's gotta be this way, no other way.
No, it's actually not. They're dying off, but the elderly, the retired population of the country is growing. That's exactly what we have problems with welfare, healthcare. And with Social Security. That portion of the population is growing. They're going to die off, but right now.
I remember we had a president. We had a president that was elected off of his name alone. Do y'all remember that? You remember what his name was?
Ronald Reagan.
Bush.
Ronald Reagan.
Yep.
He was an
actor. He wasn't even in politics. Right.
Bang bang. Tell me about it. Now I wasn't right about that. He got literally off his name.
I thought he was the governor of California.
Off of reputation alone.
No, but listen,
he was an actor.
It
doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Jesse Ventura is the governor of California.
Arnold Schwarzenegger was the governor of California.
And he was an actor.
Yep.
So we already know how that's going.
Yeah.
And LA is
right.
LA. You know what I mean? And California.
I think we're underestimating old people. Listen, I take care of old people. That's my job, okay? And almost all the old people that I've come across, they're all rich, wealthy, white people, okay? And what they tell me is you look like Kim Kardashian. How do they know who Kim Kardashian is? They sit in front of the TV all day long. They know who Kanye West is, and they know who Kim Kardashian is because they tell me all the time.
Knowing who they are voting for them are two completely different.
Well, the thing is this: old money is going to protect old money.
Okay, so wait, time out. So based on this, Cardi B could win.
Oh
no.
Cardi B is.
I'm not the same. It's not the same. It's not the same.
How is it not the same?
It's not the same.
He doesn't have a family. He doesn't have kids. He doesn't have.
He does have a kid.
It's not the same. No, she's not. You have. Where have you been?
I know that she's not divorced yet.
He was
wait, time out. She's not divorced yet. Wait.
Cardi B offset joint ticket.
My brother, the paperwork is not signed. She said
it doesn't matter.
But wait.
It doesn't matter.
Let's just get real here. Kanye knows when to articulate himself like he went to college. So let's be real. He knows when to throw that voice on and get it intellectual.
He didn't do that on TMZ.
No, he didn't, but he does. If you watch any of his interviews, he is quick to put that Caucasian voice on. He be playing different roles of himself for what he thinks he needs to be in that moment.
Sure does.
Right.
We've listened to a lot of Kanye interviews.
Y'all are giving this man way too much credit.
No, but you know what the genius of Kanye is? He knows how to work the media. He knows how to work the public.
Even Max agreeing. Look, Max is agreeing. Yeah.
He knows how to work that. He knows how to work that.
Listen,
and that's what it's all about.
He'll get mad at the
advertisement.
He'll get mad at the paparazzi and then he'll say, how about you give me a ride? How about I ride with y'all?
Sure.
To make up for that. You know what I mean?
Sure.
He knows where to make the amends and right. An angle through that.
And it's all game. It's all strategy. That's what it is.
I understand. And when we talk about strategy, you guys have said a lot of really positive arguments, compelling arguments about Kanye running for president, but you haven't connected them to electoral votes.
Got you. You want to see the electoral vote? They're gonna
Kanye is gonna carry.
Yeah, because I want to hear the Goddard moment because I'm not. Please red pill me on 273. Please.
Where did he just buy? What was that? 100 or some 200 acres? Where did he just buy that at? Was that Montana?
No, it's Wyoming.
100%.
White people love Kanye.
And how many electoral votes does Montana give you?
What is it? 11, 12?
4.
Okay.
It's 4?
Okay.
I think so, yeah.
No, I think it's 11.
Guys, I gotta take off. I actually have exams I gotta study for.
All right, Sean, we'll see you later.
Okay, sweetie.
All right, Max.
That's 11. So what about a little state called Texas and a little state called California? But
I think he'll get. I think he might get California. He might just because
I don't
of the
think he's going to
celebrity.
carry Illinois.
I think he will.
Okay, so then
Just
my
'cause of
question is,
Chicago.
how can he carry Illinois when you have the Democrat there still, you have the Republican there still?
Once he said that he was building a factory in Chicago.
I think you know, one thing
100%.
I'm going to buy into this a little bit and say that Kanye might be able to carry Illinois, just because that would be
where are the votes coming from?
That would be his home state. It would come off from Democrats and then some Republicans. But
yeah, but if he's
so many of the reason why Trump won was a couple of, like, I think it was primarily in Michigan and Wisconsin. This team decided to go YOLO into that category, and
But AJ, you have to be realistic. If Kanye wins, he's only going to split the Democratic vote, and he's going to make Trump make every state red. Period.
That's why I'm saying it's not possible.
It's not possible.
That's why I'm saying it's not possible.
And it wasn't possible for Trump to win, period. And he did.
No. He ran as a major
Trump
party.
had several strategic routes to victory.
That's what I'm saying. Major party versus Green and Libertarian is completely different.
Okay.
He's running as the Green Party. He's running as the fourth most popular political party. Like, he's not even running as a Libertarian, which is more popular than the Green Party.
Y'all the same people that vote against Mayweather too, right?
But the thing is this:
I've never bet against Mayweather.
We're having this contention now.
Donna's gonna clean him up.
I laid that 7-1 on Mayweather.
Okay.
And the thing about it is, we're having this contention now. In 2 years, a whole lot's going to change.
Yeah.
It's going to be a whole lot different than it is in 2018.
We've been talking about this for 20 minutes. Now, we're talking about this for 20 minutes. You think that in 2 years, like Tommy said, that it ain't going to be more of a bigger?
Yeah, I mean, this is what we do. So it's different. We can talk about anything.
Right.
I don't do this. I don't like arguing.
What I'm trying to tell you is
what I do. Hey, I don't care.
Right, but check this out. When you do prediction for elections, you say who's going to take votes from who. So my question is, who voted for Trump that's now going to vote for Kanye?
See,
I would say a very small.
I didn't vote for Trump.
Who voted for Hillary? Who's now going to vote for Kanye? I would say a larger percentage of people are going to take his vote.
I will.
I agree.
But that's what I'm saying.
But I'll tell you this. See, here are the thing.
Did you
see? I don't know. Like I'm about to say, I would have to see exactly what things were going in place, because a lot of things that Bush did, Obama had to, fix, and they got bashed for it. He did a lot of things that people don't give him credit for. Trump got some of the results from that, like the gas, but Trump did help with the gas. So
now, Ray,
the gas prices
I'll tell you. Now, Ray, I will agree with you to this point. Now, we do understand that in the last election, only 30% of registered voters voted. We understand that, right? So my question is, there's still 70% of registered voters to pull from. The question is, it would have to be something that has never happened before, because he has to pull from no part of the 30.
I'm gonna put it to you like this.
And another 30 from that 70.
I got part of the 70. Naomi, did you vote? You voted for Trump. You voted for Trump. Okay.
But I don't. But
did you just? You ain't catch that. You ain't catch that.
No, we didn't.
Speed up a little bit.
We can't.
She will vote for Kanye over Trump this time.
Oh, wait a minute. Wait, what? No, I didn't say. Yeah, I probably would. Yeah, I would.
I ain't even have to say nothing. I already know she would. Cause what you guys don't get.
Good luck in finding some more.
No, what you guys don't get is that women and designers run neck and neck.
Man, we are.
I agree. That's so true.
I'm wrong? Am I wrong?
You're not wrong. You're not wrong.
But that doesn't.
No, you're not wrong.
Kanye's gonna win Kansas. Yeah, for sure. That these girls love Gucci and Louis.
You forget? We're not talking about Gucci and Louis.
Hey, yo, Ray. If Michael Jackson was still alive, people would have voted for him for his popularity alone.
You gotta understand one thing: that rich people like to look good.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna put it to Solomon. Solomon, you never seen this before. But
so Kanye, Kansas is a rich state.
Yes. You think farmers? Okay, see, this is where everybody gets it in their head that they just can't spend. You know how much farmers pay for trucks in Kansas?
They pay out the ass because it's subsidized. They overpay because it's subsidized.
Hundreds of thousands of dollars for
Yeah,
diesel.
I know this.
So why you think that farmers aren't rich?
But
in
why
Kansas?
wouldn't they then not vote for an incumbent as opposed to voting for Kanye? I understand the appeal of voting for somebody that's rich. Donald Trump's a rich guy.
Everybody wants to be an elite person.
Right, but so they have Trump there, who's an elite person.
He's not. He's not.
So what I'm saying
He's not.
What is Kanye West doing for farmers? I'm confused.
Okay, see, what you're not getting is that if, as a black person, would you not want to have dinner with Jay-Z? Would you not have to be in Jay-Z's company?
Sure.
Yes or no?
Sure.
Yeah, I mean, I have dinner with anybody.
No, I'm buying. Yeah, yes, right.
Yeah,
all right, so you buying that? You buy just feel where I'm coming from here.
Yeah, I'm here. I'm
if someone can give you that type of access for the person that you are, like I'm a normal person. I would never say I would never, but it's going to be difficult for me to get to that position. But farmers that actually put food on everyone's table in America, you need a person that thinks out of the box. And they be like, I want to be in that elite. They want to be in that. They want to sit there with these people. They want that. You think they're not going to say, if I can get in that room with these people, I'll vote?
No.
I think that you're talking about I don't think you're talking about a plurality in the population.
So you've never seen fundraisers in small communities
to Donald Trump than
where just rich people.
I think what Ray is saying is an educate. I think what he's saying is that
I'm trying to make it where you can understand it, but
I think what he's trying to say is that it's an education. When you sit down with a Jay-Z, you're going to learn from that. You're not going to just enjoy
that's
it.
not what I'm saying. That's not what I'm saying at all.
Okay.
When you go to a fundraiser, right? Those people are called socialites, right? Those are the people that make up. They can control the electoral vote. They can control that. If Kansas has one of those meetings with just the farmers, and Kanye walks in,
you're saying that Kanye would be a bigger draw to raise money than Donald Trump would, and I think that's okay. That is a fair argument. The money argument is fair that Kanye could probably outraise pretty much any Democratic candidate not named Hillary Clinton.
Wow.
I'm not saying that it's possible. I'm just trying to commiserate with Ray a little bit because I'm trying to understand and wrap my head around things. I don't think it's very likely.
It's possible.
Yeah, but I'm saying I will concede that he would, if you're deciding who to spend $20,000 for some political fundraising dinner for, you're going to want to go to see the whoever is the hotter celebrity. You're going to want to go to see Kanye West over going to see Donald Trump, especially because at Kanye West events there's going to be a lot more socialites and people, whereas socialites and celebrity types, whereas at Donald Trump it's going to be more kind of rich real estate mogul